Nobody's had any time to clean up after last night's fun, or they just didn't care to. Nobody's had any... I prefer my alcohol identifiable. What do you get if you combine drunk patrons with open glasses of alcohol? A mess I refuse to go near.
Stop that. Tinkle just wash suit.
Get a grip, Cuddles. No.
Cuddles, it's been a rough night. Why are you gently licking my shoulder? Cuddles, let's try to limit the personal space invasions to my time off, all right? Cuddles, it's been a rough...
Huh. Has he put on weight? Probably shouldn't mention that. Fuzzball is a decent guy. I'm glad he's the one here tonight. Huh. Has he put on...
Step away from the body, Cuddles. I can't let you anywhere near it for the time being. We need a photographer to capture the scene, just in case the Montamues accuse us of anything.
Gosh, he's so young. He barely looks older than me.
Yeah, well, he didn't stand a chance with a mobster for a father.
Why can't I investigate the body? I'm here, you're here. It'll be done in no time.
We can't take shortcuts tonight, Cuddles. You need to wait for the crime scene photographer to get here.
How long will that take?
As long as it takes.
Not helpful, Fuzzball. What if I draw a really accurate diagram on a napkin?
Won't that look good in court? Why, yes, Your Honor. I have the crime scene picture right here. As you can see, the butternut-shaped blob with 7 limbs representing the Moida victim is just next to the stage. Please ignore the ketchup stain, and that's not representative of anything. The answer is no, Cuddles. You can defile the body as much as you want once we have photos, but until then, I don't want you to touch even a hair. You got it?
You used to be cool, Samuel.
I used to weigh half as much. Times change, Cuddles. Feel free to interview the staff and look around the place. I'll let you know when the photographer gets here.
Come on, just, let me have a closer look-see.
Your closer look is what I'm worried about. No, we need to wait for the crime scene photographer to get here before we disturb the body.
Well, when will the photographer arrive?
Nibbles? Gee, I don't know. Let me pull out my magical cordless phone and ask him. It's late, Cuddles. He was probably home already. Could be a while.
So I'm just supposed to stand around and wait, like you.
Or you could, interview some people. But if you're that desperate, I suggest you head down to the police station yourself. Edna will know where Nibbles is, and the sooner he gets here, the sooner you get to look at the body.
Great idea. Edna loves me.
That's your take on that relationship, is it? Huh, interesting.
Why does everyone keep saying that? Never mind. I'm not that familiar with the Montamues. Is there like a file or something I could read?
No need. I can fill you in.
You said he was the son of a mobster, right?
Yep. This is Edgar Montamu, son of Bartholomew, the head of the Montamu crime family. This is their home base.
Whiskers. Murdered in his father's own club. If there's anywhere you'd have expected him to be safe. Was he involved in the same stuff as his father?
More than likely, yeah. Well, they are a crime family, not a crime father with innocent children. Chances are he knew all about it and was up to his ears in the thick of it.
Any idea how he died?
He got hit real hard.
You really must tell me more about your process sometime, Detective. Your insights are remarkable.
Yeah. Look, I told you. Chief said to stay at paw's length on this. The last thing we want is the Montamues getting edgy about police. And nothing is gonna make them edgier than me poking the body. I took a basic look at the scene, and it's clear he was bludgeoned to death. No obvious murder weapon nearby, so it's anyone's guess right now how it happened.
Did Edgar have any known enemies?
I wish I could tell you. I know which brand of Furios Bartholomew likes for breakfast, but the file on Edgar isn't even a page long. He's not cropped up on our radar much.
The chief mentioned the Catulets. Could they be responsible? I mean, rival crime family and all?
Maybe, but why? Starting a mob war now isn't in their best interests. The city's calm. Well, as calm as it ever gets. The Montamues haven't given any indication they were planning to make a power play. Things are good right now, if you're a criminal.
You mentioned a performer who's missing.
Yep, Platy Cremiston. Stage name, Miss Desiree Kitty. She was performing early this morning, well, according to Mount Orange over there at the bar, but didn't show up for work when the club opened. Or since. So that's pretty suspicious.
When last was she seen?
She finished her act early this morning, walked off stage to her dressing room, and that was it. Nobody saw her leaving, but that doesn't mean much. Barcat said she often stays late.
What sorts of performances does she do here? Recitals?
She bakes cookies and organizes the nightly raffle, Cuddles. What do you think an attractive cat does in a place like this?
Oh, okay. Have you looked around for her at all?
Nope. I left all the fun tasks for you, bestest buddy. Start with her dressing room. Maybe she left some indication of where she went.
Got anything new on Edgar?
Oh, well, let me check. How you feeling there, buddy? Still dead.
Yeah, so, give me the rundown on the pecs we got.
Pecs?
Short for suspects? Saves time.
Does it?
Well, not now, because I've had to explain what it means, and that's taken a lot more. Just tell me about the other cats.
Well, most of the staff showed up for their shifts, so you got a few options. There's the behemoth behind the bar, Mr. Tinkle. Just talk slow and don't make any sudden moves. The janitor downstairs might have some insights. Staff like that often overhear things. Bartholomew himself isn't back yet, but I suspect he'll make sure you know when he is. And if you can find the main show cat, Miss Kitty, you can question her too.
Hey, you got any new information on the performer?
I haven't seen her come through here. Did you check her dressing room yet?
I guess I'd better get back to work. Clue? Hard to say. It's not that close to the body. Maybe it'll turn out to be important. I'd better take it just in case. Don't lick the huge footprint, Cuddles. Don't you remember what happened at the dinosaur park? That is one giant footprint. Whoa! I won't be able to get an imprint on this soft carpet. A hint of expensive alcohol. Maybe I'll just nibble on an aglet. Ugh, ugh. Tell us a bit about yourself, Ramon. That's all right. I'll just keep talking about myself then. This is Cuddles Nutter Butter, and you're on Nutter Butter. You never expect to see some real beauty in this city, and then boom, it surprises you with some. It's too far to touch, but I bet it feels all warm and gooey. Lovely little light ball, I wish I could lick you. Lovely little light ball.
Tinkle will wrap that little licky thing around Kitty's face if he tries that again. Stop that! Tinkle just washed suit.
That might be the biggest cat I've seen in my life. In school, the textbooks said the old saber-toothed cats were much bigger than cats are today. I never had a good idea of how large they meant. Straining my neck to look up at the monstrous bar cat before me, I finally had an idea. I just hoped he wasn't hungry. Good evening, Mr. Tinkle, is it?
Yes.
My name's Cuddles Nutter Butter. I'm investigating Edgar's death. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Tinkle minds.
Oh, may I ask,
But Bosked said answer all their stupid questions, so Tinkle does. Already talked to annoying fat police cat. Now waiting to talk to you. Annoying small police cat.
I'm not with the police, but I appreciate it. I'll try not to take up too much of your valuable time.
Tinkle spent 2 weeks in shipping container to get to Meow Meow Farrington. For company, has only 10 cages of barking squirrels, you say? Yes, in pallet of evaporated milk. By end of 2 weeks, Tinkle has become numb from their endless noises and has finished milk.
Okay.
You are like barking squirrel. Yip, 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 yip. Tinkle already bored. You ask question now.
Can you tell me what happened here?
Tinkle kicked out last customers early in morning, went home, ate dinner, fell asleep. Come back in afternoon, opened up. Found Edgar like collapsed mannequin, cold boss cat. Then Kitty's blue friend shows up.
Oh, succinct. Was Edgar here last night?
Tinkle was surprised to see him, but has not been here for a long while, not since Gumdrop. Tinkle thought he may have given up on family, but he was here and he seemed happy. He did not speak to Tinkle, but he talked to others in club, then left alive.
Gumdrop?
Friend of Edgar, he is not for living anymore.
Do Pepe and Miss Cremiston often stay late?
Pepe lives in basement. He's always here like bad dream. And Dancing Kitty stays late in room. Spends all night touching up wrinkles with special fancy makeup. Tinkle once tried some of them. Not impressed.
Oh, come now. Your fur is positively glowing, and such pores. Anyway, does she sleep here like Pepe, the dancing kitty, I mean?
Tinkle does not know or care. Pepe has keys to all doors in club except boss cat, elevator, office elevator. And Dancing Kitty has key for the back door. Both come and go whenever. Dancing Kitty is sometimes here very late. If she has extra special client.
Extra?
Special.
Did you and Edgar get along?
Tinkle never spat on Boss Cat's son.
I'm sure he appreciated that. So you weren't friends?
Edgar was fine. Tinkle was not his friend, but he's fine.
Why didn't you like him?
Tinkle is not here for to make friends. Tinkle's boss is big boss cat, not little rich brat cat. It is sad he is dead, but this is Meow Meow Farrington's city is shark, bite, 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 always biting. Some cats die.
You mean get killed?
That is whatever.
Dancing Kitty, Platy, is missing. Any idea where she might be?
At home, or in room, or at Porky Pete's. Tinkle has no answers. He is not paid for to babysit.
Do you have any information that might help me track her down?
Tinkle can tell you she is not behind bar.
Thank you. That really eliminated options.
Yeah, Tinkle is helper.
I was looking around Edgar's body, and I found a really big footprint. I don't suppose it's yours.
How big?
Like, as big as your face.
Pah! Tinkle has dainty feet, like ballerina Myaukel Baryshnikov. Not big stomping feet like Kitty. Maybe monster footprint is yours. You understand, because you have silly big feet like clown.
Hey, you should look for work in the hospitality industry. You've got such a charm about you. Are there any staff here with huge feet?
Yet. Staff all have feet as small as Kitty's teeny tiny little hands you have there. Only Boss Cat has big feet. But that makes sense because Boss Cat is boss.
You look like you work out a lot. You got any tips? I've tried lifting weights, but nothing gets stronger except my desire to not lift weights again.
Weights? Pah! Lifting is for kittens and invalids. And kitten invalids. In his home, Tinkle did not lift weights for exercise. He crushed. Tinkle was crushing champion in home city for 2 years in a row. Crushing is best workout for biggest, strongest muscles. Is better than this smooshing, Yeah, you know, or bashing. It's for children, it's for small people who've muscle which is very small and cannot grow big, like Tinkle.
There's a competition for crushing things. What do you crush?
Metal cans, large rocks, abandoned cars, how you say, hope.
Wow, you take it seriously. Huh?
Before Tinkle gets a job at Nitty Kitty, he was judge of many Meow Meow Farrington talent search shows. He crushed many dreams. He's excellent training.
Does Meow Meow Farrington have talent?
Not anymore. Tinkle was very thorough.
What kind of things can you crush, Tinky?
Everything. Big hard things and small hard things. Also, average size hard things.
And if I have soft things, can you, I don't know, smush them into...
Never. Tinkle is proud crusher for life. Did someone tell Kitty that Tinkle is a smusher? Is lies. No bashing for Tinkle, no smushing. Only crush.
Okay, got it. Only crush. Wow, you are scary. When you came in this morning, was there anything that caught your eye apart from Edgar? Anything suspicious, I mean?
Tinkle sees nothing strange, but he did feel something. Babushka Kazvanya said there are spirits. They are restless. She said they could feel something bad happened last night.
Wait, what? You brought your grandmother here?
Yet, foolish Kitty. Tinkle would never bring family here. The food is bad. And Dancing Kitty sings like barking squirrel with throat infection. Plus, babushka is how you say, dead.
I think you misunderstand that word. Dead is not alive. Gone to the big scratching post in the sky, that sort of thing.
Tinkle know what he said. Babushka Kazvanya passed away a long time ago. Now she speak to Tinkle from beyond. In life, she is powerful medium. In afterlife, still. She speak to other spirits to tell Tinkle what they say. But only to Tinkle. Tinkle is her link. Tinkle is small.
Are you sure? You definitely look like an extra large.
You are ignorant, like this whole city. You know of cats that speak to the dead, yes? They are mediums. Tinkle speak to dead babushka only, and she speak to other spirit for him. So Tinkle is not medium, but is one step away. Tinkle is small.
I am learning so much tonight. I'm pretty intrigued by this connection you have with your grandmother.
Family is everything where Tinkle come from. Very important to be close to family.
So close that you still speak after death?
For why not? Tinkle is grateful. Babushka Kazvanya is very wise. Tinkle can continue to learn from her even though she is gone. And he gets to hear all important gossip from spiritual realm.
Oh, hot goss from the afterlife. Lay it on me.
Yet, Tinkle does not like that you use this word, goss. Tinkle thinks Kitty is not a sassy 13-year-old girl cat.
Is your grandmother's ghost here now? Is Edgar's ghost with her?
She is always here. She says, niet. Edgar is not there. But that does not mean he is not dead. He is probably in different area of afterlife. Perhaps at the nail salon. Babushka also said Tinkle must be careful. Of you.
Of me? That's ridiculous.
She said your eyes are big, but your hands are teeny tiny. And they look at Tinkle's peanuts.
As if, what use would I have for those big, salted, shiny-looking peanuts? Just sitting over there in their bowl, whispering, "Cutters, rescue us." Yeah.
Do not touch peanuts, Kitty.
Okay, don't go anywhere. I might have more questions later.
Kitty, no peanut tonight. Put tongue away. Is not for licking. His snacks is not for licking.
Those peanuts are enormous. I'd love a snackums right now. Maybe take a couple for later, too. Using his natural stealth and months of experience borrowing sweets from his assistant's desk, the PI swipes a gigantic peanut from right under the nose of the terrifying Crusher cat.
Tinkle will wrap that little licky thing around Kitty's face if he tries that again.
The gold even tastes rich, like yellow chocolate. I guess if the running a city-wide criminal empire thing doesn't pan out, Bartholomew can just melt this down. I guess if the gold even tastes... Yeah, an ostentatious display of wealth in a mobster's personal castle. Shouldn't have expected less. I'm gonna guess that the performers who stand on that stage don't go on to win any awards. Ugh, that pole looks so greasy, I feel queasy. Oh, fun. A really disgusting rhyme. I'm gonna guess that the performer... I wonder if Fuzzball will approve if I hop onto the stage and do a little show. Not a butter, unplugged, maybe. I don't know. Looks like others are beating me to the punch on that one based on the worn patina. That's enough outfits to put on a school play, as long as the theme was overdressing. Funny how you only ever see people in clothes like that in a club like this, or at a music concert, I guess. Depends on what kind of band you're into. I don't know. That's enough outfits to... So much fluff. Nothing in here for tongues, I see. Tisk, tisk. I mean, I would look incredible in that red number, but it doesn't look to be my size. I don't need that. I don't need that. A bit of the mirror and a bit of the paper, cold and dry, mixed like a good martini or a bad hot chocolate. There's a note on here. Desiree, stop borrowing my feather boas and get your own. Oh, Kitty has claws. I don't think this is related to the case. There's a note on... Seems like Miss Kitty punched in, but not out. I'd have to get my own card before I could do that. Oh, I hope it never comes to that. I'd have to get my own... Lick a clock, get 9 years good luck. But I feel lucky enough at the moment. A sleazy club with a punch-in system? I had figured that if you don't show up for work, you just get a regular punch. This door's locked. I'd need a key. This door is soup. Nope, it's locked. This door is super locked, ultra locked, locked extreme. Tastes and smells perfumed. Fancy. Yep, tastes like peanuts. The giant peanut I acquired from the Nitty Kitty Club. This feels almost illegally large. The giant peanut. It has an expiry date stamped on it. Last year. Oh, no. It looks locked down. There's a card reader on the side, though. Oh, yuck. Oh, either nobody ever cleans this or gold leaf tastes very different to how it looks. That must go up to Bartholomew. Gauche, golden. Ah, excellent. This must be where all the impossibly illegal things are handed in. Nobody's here to steal, take my coat, so I'll just keep it on. Nobody's here to steal. I'm guessing that a single long lick of this countertop will instantly make my blood outlawed in at least 16 countries. I can't make it out. Perhaps it's a coat hook? I can't... Ah! Who are you, and why are you screaming at me?
I'm Pepe, and you screamed at me! Oh, I got a fright!
No, I got a fright. I turn on the light, and you're just lurking there in the dark, all creepy-like. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I wasn't sure who you were, my cat. I thought you might be a mousy minion of the Thems. Or even the Thems themselves.
The Thems? What the Thems?
Yeah, my cat. The Thems. They watch, they see, they observe. Completely undetectable, but everywhere. Listening in with their secret microphones while their squeaky experiments run amok.
Wow, there's a whole lot going on there, but to pick up on one point, if they're undetectable, how do you know they're there?
My cat, that's exactly the sort of question that makes the Thems come for you. I know because they steal my mail. People send me mail all the time, but I don't get any of it. And as if that wasn't enough, they steal my robot friends too.
Well, this is going to be a fascinating conversation. As my panicked breathing slowed, I got a chance to look at the strange cat who'd startled me. He had some kind of bizarrely shaped hat on, and his eyes darted around like they were chasing invisible mice. When he wasn't speaking, his lips still moved like he was murmuring things to himself. I wondered where this is going to lead, if anywhere. Talk later.
Leave the lights on, please.
But the darkness is so much more, romantic?
Definitely leave the lights on.
Flippity floppity, room lights go bloppity. No, wait, blinkety. Oh, wow, that awesome looking key definitely opens like a treasure chest or something. It's on that special cushion and everything. I've got to have it. Delicious, desirable key. Can I taste your secrets?
Hey, what are you doing?
I want to polish this key. Gosh, little key, how'd you get so dirty? You need a good washing.
The key looks fine to me. Leave it alone.
All right, look, I'm investigating, and I think I need this.
No, you don't.
I'll have you know, there are 2 police cats upstairs. I'll call them down here if I have to.
Go for it. I've been defending against the forces of cubic disorder for years. Do you think a few police cats bother me?
Fine, you called my bluff on that, but I still need it.
No! That's the skeleton key for the whole club. The big boss will have my fur for a bedspread if I let you take that.
Why is it just sitting out in the open then?
So I can keep an eye on it. Putting things in drawers is exactly what the Thems want you to do.
He looks very stable and not at all crazy. How's he keeping that hat on? How's he keeping... Is weird transferable by licking? Let me not risk it. Is weird... I'm here to investigate the death of Edgar Montemue, and I have a few questions for you.
Yeah, my cat. I know exactly what happened.
You do? That's fantastic. What happened?
Well, my cat, it went down like this. I was cleaning up like I always do, sweeping and wiping and making things shine. You gotta make it look good for the big boss, you know? I just finished collecting all the hidden microphones that the Thems planted in the club recently, and came back down here to dispose of them when I heard some thumping upstairs. So I go to peek out.
And
there he was, my cat! Big as a big thing! Thumping along, arms swinging, massive head sweeping back and forth, looking for new victims with those horrible, dead eyes of his.
who?
cat, don't you listen? Mozilla! I saw him, clear as whiskers on my face. He was here, and he must have killed that cat right before he stole his face.
You saw him? Mousezilla? I mean, with Edgar's body?
I saw the whiskered monstrosity, yeah, but that's all I remember for sure. I got such a fright I fainted. Didn't see anything else until I woke up at the bottom of the stairs. I was real shaken, my cat, I'll tell you that. I just calmed down when I heard noises at the door. I thought Mousezilla was coming to finish the job, so I turned the lights off, and I kept very still.
I have so many more questions. You're saying Edgar was killed by Mousezilla. Mousezilla isn't real. You know, he's just an urban legend, a giant mouse that roams the city at night, hunting cats. Come on.
He ain't no legend, my cat! The killer mouse is very real, and he stalks the streets of the city, exacting his revenge on the citizens for the evils of those who made him. He was here, and if he didn't prefer his victims awake, he'd have kidnapped me.
He was made by whom?
By the thems. The secret watchers, the controllers, my cat. Those who lurk in the shadows and stretch their tentacles into every pie.
Stretch their... Right, okay. Just to summarize where we are. You're saying that a secret cabal of dessert-loving cephalopods created a gigantic mouse driven by vengeance.
And by face jealousy.
And that. Yep, sure. Then they unleashed it on the city.
Not unleashed! It escaped! Their feline experiments finally proved too much for him, and with his monstrous strength, he broke free of their secret underground experimentation lab, mad with pain and an unnatural desire
to kill a single solitary cat in a club run by the most dangerous crime boss in the city.
You're getting it, my cat. This is just the beginning. Soon Mousezilla will be a name nobody will forget.
I kind of wish I could forget this conversation. Talk later. You know what, I'm not sure I follow the part about his face being stolen.
That's right, my cat! Mousezilla lives in constant torment, wishing to be as normal as the rest of us, but unable to, due to his hideous form. He hunts down cats and steals their faces! He's a faceophile!
Right. The thing is, I could see Edgar's body when I walked in, and it very much still has a face.
Nuh-uh, my cat. That's not his face. It just looks like his face.
I think you'll find that's one of the main uses of a face.
Mousezilla is a weapon of the thems. They replace cats' faces with their own versions, stuffed full of listening devices and cameras. They're watching us all through stolen faces.
I'm guessing you take a whole heap of drugs. I couldn't help but admire your very, unique hat.
What hat?
The one on your head?
That's not a hat, my cat. Does it look like a hat?
Well, yes. In every possible way. If it's not a hat, what is it?
It's a symbol, my cat, of the truth! Hats cover you, they protect you! This does the opposite. It unprotects you. It uncovers your mind, so you can see what's been right in front of you all your life.
Oh boy, okay.
This world, my cat, it ain't a globe. It's a pyramid.
A pyramid? The world is pyramid-shaped?
You got it! We live on a giant pyramid!
Well, that's a sentence. First question, are we right on the tip of it? If so, surely we'd slide down the sides? The cat tapped the side of his nose with a knowing look and smirked at me as if he'd avoided a clever trap.
You won't get our secrets that easily, my cat. You gotta become a paid member of the Pyramid Society first!
Pyramid Society?
That's it, my cat. Become a proud pyramid head. We spread the truth of the nature of our reality defeating the nefarious schemes of the them through pyramidal truths. Do you want to join as member number 2? You'll be second in command.
Gosh, normally I would, but I just signed up for an archery magazine. So.
It's all right, my cat. I'll be here when you're ready. Truth can be scary.
You're scary. What was that? Oh God, about getting rid of hidden microphones.
Yep. The thems put 'em everywhere. When I clean up, I help the boss out. Get rid of 'em all. Chuck 'em right in the trash bin out back. I hope they like listening to rats.
If these microphones are hidden, how do you know what they look like? The cat pointed a finger at his nose and took a deep sniff.
The nose knows, my cat. I can sniff 'em out. Can always smell a secret listening device. That's why the thems ain't got me yet.
Yep, that's definitely why.
Plus, some of them make a noise. You hear a weird noise somewhere? It's probably a secret microphone. Sure as sugar.
Not perhaps just an ordinary noise made by, dozens of common items.
Nope. Secret microphone.
Do you have any ideas about the identity of the thems? What branch of government are they from?
What? Don't talk crazy now, my cat. They're not from the government. The government is doing an admirable job under difficult and complex fiscal conditions both domestically and abroad, and should be applauded for their stable and progressive policies.
I feel there's going to be a very different follow-up.
It's those cubists who are stealing our thoughts and trying to control our actions. The nutcases who think the world is a cube. Their denial of pyramid truths is why Mousezilla was able to escape their labs and unleashed upon the poor citizens of Meow Meow Furrington. You don't want them knowing that you know about them, though. Not everyone has the right thought-repelling headgear. Plus, you gotta take it off when you shower. So just call them the thems. They can't decode that with their cube magic. Ha ha!
Wow. Sorry, did you say cubists?
Yep. A bunch of insane squares who think the world is a cube, not a pyramid. Can you believe it? I like calling them squares, because I know they don't like it. They've had it in for my pyramid society for ages. They're afraid of my truths.
So your pyramid society has a rival society of cubitarians who say the world is a cube, and they're plotting your demise.
Cubists! But yes, 6-sided crazies, the lot of them. If you ever meet some, I suggest you just walk away.
Believe me, it's crossed my mind a few times now. Can you tell me anything about Edgar? Before he was killed, I mean.
Well, I know that Bartholomew loved him a lot. Enough that I don't think he realized that his son hadn't turned out much like him.
Care to elaborate?
I like working for Bartholomew. And yeah, I know what he does. He's still a good boss. But Edgar, I gave him a pamphlet once, my cat. He stood still for a long time reading it. I thought he was gonna get it, but he finished it and tore it up in front of me. Told me to stop wasting time on that trash and spend more time cleaning up the real trash.
So I'm guessing you were not a fan.
Once I finished cleaning up the mess he made out there, I'm not gonna think about him ever again, my cat.
Anything new on the thems?
No new microphones yet, my cat, but I'm gonna stay vigilant.
Talk later. Tell us a bit about yourself, Ramon. That's all right. I'll just keep talking about my... You don't mind if I keep licking you, hey? No, he'll probably think Ramon is a hidden microphone and smash him. Oh, I hope he doesn't live down here, Ramon. But I fear I already know the answer. Oh, I hope he doesn't live down here, Ramon. But I fear I already know. It doesn't look nearly as comfortable as the one in my office. On balance, what percentage of that couch is likely to be dandruff and bits of skin? Actually, if I have to ask, too much. I've tasted the inky rainbow, and it's really not a party. A printing press? What is this doing here? This thing doesn't seem to be operational. It looks almost brand new, though. Oh, here's a panel I can open. I've tasted... That tastes like a maintenance panel. Wait, when did I learn how those taste? That looks like a maintenance panel. Come on, dexterous little cat tongue. You can do this. No, sharp edges. Maybe not. Come on. The screws seem to be holding the panel in place. Well, it's finally happened. All those muffins have made my fingers too fat to undo the screws on a stranger's broken down machine. Tabby said this day would come. Well, none of the components in here will help me unscrew this. That doesn't need peanuts. That must be the on switch for the printing press. Nothing happened. Maybe the printer itself needs more investigation. Imagine how much time could be saved if switches were designed to be tongue-operated. I'll limit my lick to this coffee stain. Oh, no, that's not coffee. I'll limit my lick to... Tracing these threads with my tongue would be like mouth cardio. Red thread between random papers, always a good sign. I think this bit in the corner tries to link excessive coffee intake to fireworks, or maybe that says flapterterps. A collection of papers about the thems. That looks like 20 years of insanity. Well, this piece of paper says proposal to replace circular manhole covers with pyramids, so I'll just leave that there. None of the writing I can see from here is staying within the lines. That's not a good sign. Well, this piece of paper... I don't want to start pulling on those threads, as it were. Sylvia the mailman, last seen 2 years ago. Just don't ask, Cuddles. I don't want to start pulling.
The key looks fine to me. Leave it alone! Stop that!
What's this? Nobody's around. Where's Edna? It's very sticky. I don't want to have to ask Edna to pull another roll of it off me. Looks like someone was using the adhesive evidence tape to stick up a notice. I ran out, so I'll just borrow this roll. Oh, they use a horrible tasting ink on wanted posters now after criminals kept licking their pictures off. I'd rather lick the stuff they bake. I'd rather lick... Oh, they use a lick doesn't count as a sign-up, right? Best not risk it. Why, Cuddles? To enjoy the taste of all the grubby mitts that have pawed at those loose scraps of paper? No. I've licked enough posters in my time to know that it would taste like paper and cheap ink. What on earth does this mean? I'll have to ask someone about this. We had to do a self-defense class when I was studying criminology. 6 weeks of getting hit in the face by a cat 3 times my size. Great memories. Taught me a lot about running away. We had to do a self-defense class when I was studying Badminton team sign-up. This department seems to spend half its time playing sports and the other half eating cake. And the other half making me do all the work. Badminton team sign-up. This department seems... A wanted poster for Mousezilla. I can't believe the cops are taking that seriously. A pirate-themed bakery, huh? This intrigues me. I'm going to grab it. I don't need classes. I can go like this. Kapow! Bam! Thud! Those are all the noises you need to scare attackers off. Volleyball was bad enough. No way I'm signing up for more abuse. There isn't enough information on it to make it worth taking. I'll hang on to this for later. A public building isn't complete without a vending machine filled with ice-cold milk. I'm getting thirsty just thinking about it. Like I learned in woodworking class, my tongue is not a screwdriver. I can't fix this. Doesn't seem to be working. Just a bunch of gear. Vending machines don't use gears. Other machines might, though. Edna's been Employee of the Month for 47 months in a row. I guess everyone else adores her as much as I do. Do not ring. Sneaky. She emphasizes the not to make sure I know how much she wants me to do it. She's always making cute signs like this. Last week, she had one that said, "If you see Cuddles, throw water in his face." Hilarious. I did have to change my shirt 8 times, though. Do not. Edna's been Employee of the Month. A bell? I love bells! I can ring them all day long. Ring, 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 ring. The last time I tried to touch that, she said she'd glue my fingers to the glass. Clearly, she wants me to stroke her face all the time. The last time I tried to I should hide the sign and then tell Edna she has to try and find it. So funny! I'd laugh, and then she'd laugh on the inside. Save it up, Cuddles. The day will come, and you can unleash the Lickinator. Oh. Save it up, Cuddles. I don't want to lick her handwriting. I want to lick her. That's too creepy. I don't want to lick her handwriting. I want to lick. Clean enough to eat off of, and to lick, but tasteless. Let's see if someone's home. Whiskers. My day had been a roller coaster so far, but at last things were looking up. As Edna's perfect form shrugged free of the door frame's grasp, our eyes met. I could lose myself in those eyes, drown in them, and float away, lost until I washed up days later on the shores of a distant dream to be found by an early morning jogger.
Can't you read that? Ah, it's you, Cuddles. I thought it was someone literate. The scribbles on the sign say, "Do not ring the bell." I'm doing a very important thing right now.
Me too. There's been a murder at the Nitty Kitty Club. What's your thing? Edna, are you knitting me a scarf?
Now, I'm fixing a mistake. Come back later.
When would be the best time?
Whenever I'm not here.
I can hear voices, but I can't make out what they're saying. I can hear...
Whiskers. Do I need to read the sign to you again? Stop ringing the bell! I'm busy! Do I need... Whiskers. Do I... Do I need...
Maybe I'll lick a hello, is anyone there on the glass? Maybe not. Oh, someone inside is talking. Or maybe two people? One lick and they'll be gone forever. A few smaller pieces of cake that fell off the main disaster, like baby icebergs from a shelf. I'll scoop some of these up for later. Ah, stale and flavorless. That can't possibly appreciate this cake as much as I do. That doesn't need peanuts. Just a big, broken mess of cake. What a waste. Whiskers. Oh, but that icing is overpowering. I can't even tell what flavor the cake is. It's all goopy and yuck. I can't do anything with this. Should call this room taste burglary now, because I've stolen it all with my tongue. Cat burglary. So formal. Why can't they just say kidnapping? Blocked. Blocked. Edna's been If it wasn't for Tabby, I'd be a street cat.
Are you talking to yourself again, sir?
Hey, Tabs, let's have the real chat. How you doing?
Thank you, sir. So kind of you to ask. I am. How's the case coming along?
Oh, investigations are ongoing. That's what the cops would say, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Tabby. I'm sure one more cup won't hurt. Is that 10 or 15 today? I don't know. Nothing on at the moment. I don't want to place the poster there. 9 Noir pies. Easy recipes for the busy entrepreneur.
Yo-ho-ho, and a barrel of crepes! You're speaking to Kibler, captain of the Dough Hook, Meow Meow Farrington's only completely pirate-owned and pirate-staffed bakery. What can I serve you today, landlubber?
That's some pretty good patter you got there, Captain. Can't say I've ever come across a pirate bakery before.
Yarr, it's the next big thing, and I'm going to make it work this time. First it was aliens, then zombies, and soon, pirates.
You have experience with themed bakeries, then.
Yarr, space scones and this the zombie didn't do so well, but this is the one. I can feel it in me hook, and me profit margins are.
Isn't it difficult to knead with a hook?
Yarr, every day is a struggle, but I'm sticking to it for the sake of the kittens. They love to watch Kibler fighting with some tenacious pastry dough, don't you know?
Why pirates and baking? They're not a famous pairing as far as I know.
Yarr, well, that's because the world has forgotten the grand tale of Sprinkles McGee, pirate baker of the 7 seas. His skills were legendary. They say he could roll out puff pastry using only the rocking of his ship. And his croissants were so fishy, dolphins would line up next to the ship to buy them.
Dolphins? No, what? How did they pay?
Yarr, well, you gotta understand the sea economy to answer that properly. I'll just give you the basics. And that's how they paid for the croissants. Of course, sometimes you get a few porpoises in the bunch and they always insisted on paying by check, don't you know? So then you're dealing with clam accounts. And then the porpoises are happy. Yarr.
And that's how the dough hook was started? Wow.
Nar, bought it off an old retiring cat and changed the name.
So, what's on your menu? Anything you recommend?
Well, shiver me baguettes. Our peg leg pecan pie is always popular.
Well, that sounds interesting. Is the pie in the shape of a peg leg?
Nar, it's got a big old peg leg sticking right out of it, don't you know? Pull it out and let the kittens be a pirate for a day while you enjoy a delicious slice of pie. Just mind the splinters. Yar.
Got anything else for sale?
You'll love the Walk the Plankton, our unique sea-themed take on the chocolate log. Instead of a boring tree design, it's layers of delicious plankton cut into the shape of a pirate ship's plank.
Plankton? Is that really something cats want to eat?
Well, no. Truth be told, me boatswain is a little too keen to incorporate sea themes into everything, but I haven't the heart to tell them they don't sell well.
What more can you conjure from your marvelous oven, Captain?
How about some scurvy's delight?
Oh, is that something to prevent scurvy?
Nar, it's just named after me good friend Alistair Scurvy. He loves pancakes, don't you know? So it's 2 pancakes on top of each other, stuffed with shredded pancake.
Any other delicious edible treats for sale?
Our grog souffle is always a hit.
What's grog?
It's a really unpleasant pirate drink. I thought it would be more palatable inside a baked good.
Did it work?
Yar. Once I stopped adding the grog.
What more might you have for purchase there?
How about an appetizer? Skull and fish bones with anchovy sauce.
Let me get this straight. You serve a dish with a skull in it?
It's me boatswain again. I'm sorry, he tries so hard.
How much more you got?
I've been experimenting with a new item. Pirate claws. Like bear claws, but made from pirates instead.
I don't think bear claws are made from real bears.
Are they not? You're Kibler needs to make some calls.
You probably have even more wonderful things for sale, don't you, Kibler?
Yar! But my voice is getting tired, so I'm not going to say.
You probably have even more wonderful things for sale, don't you, Kibler?
Yar! But
Okay, that's all for now. Stained with the grease of 10,000 cheap meals. Delicious, delicious grease. I'll just lick the outside. That doesn't count as a drink, right? Light of my life. Fire of my throat. I'm no alcoholic, but a small glass of brandy in the evenings sure helped me round out the day. That's the paper I scribble down takeout numbers on for those long nights. Let me just move this piece of paper. Be strong, Cuddles. Billy the brandy decanter will still be here when you're done. I can't lean all the way down there just to lick a box. That's crazy talk. Tabby got it for me for my birthday last year. Shame I never really bring a packed lunch to work, though. Still, a nice gesture. It's empty. No point opening it. Yep, empty. It's empty. Yep. I hope Tabby doesn't see me licking this coin. I don't want to get another lecture about licking small things that I could choke on. This coin is a great example of my finances. It's small and will probably be spent on something stupid. This could come in handy. I can't use this on its own. Hey, this coin fits perfectly into the screw. This might work. That's done it. Aha! That wasn't too tricky. That tastes like a maintenance panel. Wait, when did I learn how those taste? That looks like a maintenance panel. That looks... If there's anywhere these components would fit, it's in there. Maybe these components can be moved around. I think that's done it. Let's turn it on and see. Ah! Wow, what was that? Is this a printer or a cannon? Yeah! Just call me Cuddles the Mechanic. Cuddles Nutter Butter, Mechanic at Large.
What? Why? I thought you were a private investigator.
I am a private investigator. I just mean... Never mind. Your printing press is fixed, by the way, but it wasn't broken accidentally. Someone definitely sabotaged it.
I knew it! It was the Dems for sure! But now, thanks to you, I can get back to printing my pamphlets.
So much machine oil. How long was that in there? Some sort of manual for a machine, perhaps for the printing press? Some sort of manual for a... Tastes like paper and printer ink. Gross. It's working fine now. If I fiddle anymore, I'll just break it again. He's distracted right now.
I could see you out of the corner of my eye. Leave that key alone, or I'll make Tinkle sit on you. Where'd the lights go?
Zoink! He's distracted right now. Is weird transferable by licking? An interesting little machine that... The key to most doors in the Nitty Kitty Club, and not to secret urban treasure, as I first thought. That's not the right code. Nope. Can't waste it on that. I don't want to place the poster there. Bingo! A key. Who would have thought? That's what a key does. A menagerie of sprays, ointments, and whatever's in that jar. Is that jam? I tried buying Tabby a nice perfume for her birthday once, but she turned out to be allergic to it. She looked like a balloon for a whole week. Anyway, next year I'll just get her a book. A menagerie. Oh, what a fancy outfit! Is that what the rich cats wear in their mansions near the harbor, you know? I should get one of these for the office to put my hat and coat on. It can double as a burglar deterrent. like a scare cat. And it's there, and they're like, oh, is there another cat here? Bah, you know, anyway. Oh, what a... Oh, someone clearly cares a lot about their appearance. Meanwhile, I don't even have a mirror at home. This look is all natural. Oh, someone clearly cares a lot about that. Meanwhile, that's a big chest, latched closed. That's a big chest, latched closed. I am very let down that the stars on it don't make it taste cosmic. There's a really strong perfume taste on this. Do you want glitter tongue, Cuddles? Because that's how you get glitter tongue. Do you want glitter? Absolutely covered with perfume residue. Good grief. You could spread that on a sandwich. Absolute. Whoa, that thread count. Whew, it's crazy high. I think the count of my jacket is 4. Maybe 5. Whoa, that
Why, good evening, Lady Crumpington. Another benefit for the tiny wind-swept Orphans Trust? Oh, yes, they do show love getting blown over, the poor tykes. Oh.
yeah. It's like a very sexy mad scientist's lab. I'd better not touch anything in case it explodes and gets sexy all over me. It's like a very sexy mad scientist's lab. I'd better not touch anything in case it explodes and gets sexy all over me.
Why, good evening, Lady Crumpington. Another benefit for... Oh, yes, they do show love
Pose and twirl and mwah, stunning cuddles. Pose. Ramon, there's a lot of stuff in here, but no missing cat. Maybe she left some clues in one of these chests. Miss Cremiston, are you all right?
I think so. I hope so.
Oh, there, shh. Don't worry, you're safe now. I've been looking for you. You have been rescued by the city's foremost private investigator.
Alfonso is here?
Alfonso, you really want to be rescued by that hack? He can't... No, my name's Cuddles Nutterbutter.
Oh, I see. Thank you for saving me, Mr. Nutterbutter. But how did you know I was here?
Well, I'm here to investigate the murder, and...
What?
Oh, of course. Miss Cremiston, I'm sorry to inform you that we found a body upstairs, and it is Edgar Montague, and he is deceased. She dropped her head and turned away, and I could hear her taking deep breaths before turning back to face me, tears brimming in her shadowed eyes.
Oh, Edgar. Dear Edgar. It was always going to end like this.
Ms. Cremiston, are you saying you expected Edgar to be murdered?
Oh, Cuddles. May I call you Cuddles? I'd be lying if I said I didn't think that this might happen eventually. This isn't the first time there's been a murder in the club since I've worked here. The Montamues attract danger.
Miss Cremiston, we've been wondering where you are, and finding you in a chest, well, it leaves me with a lot of questions. Can we speak?
Of course, Cuddles. And please, call me Desiree. Desiree, kitty.
My heart's still thudding from adrenaline. I took in the cat that had sprung forth like an apparition from the depths of the chest. She was beautiful, remarkably so. I felt my heart thud extra hard. but this time it wasn't from shock. Okay, well, thanks for the information, Desiree. I feel like I'd have to pay for that privilege. I feel like the most elegant cat I've ever seen. So why were you hiding in there, and what were you afraid of when I opened it?
The slash of the knife? A gunshot? Oh, Cuddles, you can imagine the things I've seen working in a place like this. There's always a feeling of being on borrowed time. And last night, I thought it was all finally gonna catch up to me.
I see. Can you give me details?
It's all a bit jumbled, Sugar, but I can try. Well, after I retired to my room last night, I needed to relax. It was a busy night. Edgar paid us an unexpected visit. Wonderful, Edgar. Oh, I was so happy to see him. Oh, it had all left me quite exhausted, however, and I took a few little helpers to encourage me to relax.
She looked around furtively, as if expecting someone to leap out suddenly from behind one of her racks of clothes.
Please, Cuddles, you must keep that to yourself. Bartholomew is terribly strict with us, and if he knew I had a little habit, I'd count myself grateful to only be fired.
Oh, my lips are sealed, Desiree.
You have my deepest gratitude, Cuddles. So, I had taken a couple of my little helpers and lay down to let them do their work. It was late, I know, because I heard Tinkle locking up after 3 a.m. at least. I'm not sure how much longer I rested before I heard Edgar's voice in the passageway outside.
So you're saying you saw Edgar alive after the club was closed for the night?
I didn't see him. No. My door was shut, so I only heard his voice, but I could never mistake it. And he wasn't alone.
Who was with him?
I'm afraid I don't have a name, Cuddles. But I recognized the voice. I'd heard it only hours before, you see. There was a cat in the club last night. Big, muscled, thuggish. We get so many like him, I wouldn't have normally even noticed. But Edgar was around, and I couldn't take my eyes off him. So I noticed when he drifted over to where the stranger sat and began speaking furtively to him. I don't know what they said, but I know what the setup for something illegal looks like.
And what makes you think it was illegal?
Well, Edgar was a Montague, and the thug was a thug. It was dark, but I'm sure I saw Edgar lean in at one point, as if receiving something from his friend. When he finished speaking to the stranger, Edgar wandered over to speak to Tinkle. The stranger got up to leave soon after, and that's when I heard his voice. He passed my stage on his way out. He tossed a few notes at me, told me to keep up the good work. His voice.
She shuddered, her rumpled clothes shimmering in the light.
Such an unpleasant one, Sugar. The sort I imagine people hear just before concrete boots pull them down to the bottom of the ocean. I recognized it instantly when I heard it again, outside my door.
So Edgar left the club after meeting a strange cat, and then returned later that evening with the same cat.
Just so, Cuddles. I got such a fright when I heard them. Their voices were raised, and the stranger was threatening Edgar.
Well, what was he saying?
Forgive me if I don't repeat the terrible things he said, Cuddles. They froze my blood. And in my panic, I climbed into the first hiding place I could think of. This trunk. But then it latched closed from the outside, and I found myself trapped. Until I was saved by the most handsome detective in the city.
Oh, hey, you, me? Oh, I'm just doing my job. Thank you, Desiree. Desiree, if you can remember any other details about what you heard, it would be invaluable.
Oh, Cuddles, it feels vile to think back to it. Now I know it led to sweet Edgar's death. But between the threads, I think I heard Edgar say he would have the goods. So, doesn't that mean it involved drugs?
Well, what makes you think that?
Well, isn't that what drug dealers do, Sugar? Speaking code, waxing the goods, they say, or climbing the untied curtains.
Hey, I'm not sure either of those are a drug thing, Desiree. In fact, if those are some of the things that they said, they may have just been arranging to swap some second-hand furniture or something.
No, Cuddles. Cats who look like that don't have respectable day jobs. If he moves furniture, he probably has a body concealed in it.
Could Edgar have been involved with something illegal? Well, worse than what the Montamues already do, I mean?
I always suspected it. But when Gumdrop died, I was sure of it.
Wait, say that again? Gumdrop? Who's Gumdrop?
Gumdrop was one of Edgar's friends. Another rich cat. Living a life the rest of us can barely imagine. He came into the club a lot. Till he died of a nip overdose a few months ago. And you know how these criminal cats are, Sugar. Whatever one of them is into, the others are too. I'm certain Edgar was involved with drugs.
Did Edgar frequent the club regularly?
I saw him once a week or so, Sugar. But that was before his long break. He hadn't shown his face in here in months. When he did show up, he'd usually head straight to his father's office, probably to collect his monthly daddy's boy allowance.
Oh, Bartholomew supported him financially?
He must have. Edgar never worked a day in his life. But he'd talk about all the things he'd bought. Cars, boats, fancy watches. He didn't even wear a watch. Never tipped any of the help in the club either. Not Tinkle, not Pepe, or me. Never even bought me a gift. Acted like what he had was something he was entitled to. He clearly got all the money he wanted from Daddy Montamu. But none of us ever saw a single shabloon of it. The two of them probably sat there, laughing and throwing money in the air, admiring antique swords and staring at a map of Firth, imagining all the places they would visit.
You mentioned that last night was different, though, right? He didn't go to his father's office?
No, he hung around the main area, talking, laughing, being normal.
Interesting. Okay, I have some questions about you, personally.
I'm happy to answer any questions you have, Cuddles.
I'm told you do things here.
Yes, Cuddles. I do things. Do those things make you uncomfortable?
No. I'm curious, I guess, about how how you end up in that line of work.
Are you asking what hiring agency I used to get this job? Or which choices I made in life to find myself having to work for a criminal?
The second one.
This is a hard city, Sugar. Surely I don't need to tell you that. I've made the choices I needed to survive. Are they worse than the choices Bartholomew has made? What has he done with his life? Built an empire founded on exploitation, caused suffering and pain, caused death. Would his son be lying dead out there if he hadn't made the choices he made?
Oh, I can see you have some strong opinions.
Opinions are for cats with choice, Sugar. What I know, I've learned the hard way because I had to. These are the facts. I make cats happy in a city that makes life real hard if you play by the rules. So, I bend them. I give cats what they're looking for to make their days bearable. I have sacrificed to get what little I have. What has Bartholomew done? Threaten, steal, and murder? He doesn't ever make a personal sacrifice. Others always pay his price. He's the one that made Meow Meow Furrington what it is today. It's his fault, Sugar. So if poor Edgar's death stirs some small spark of despair in that stony heart of his, maybe it wasn't for nothing.
So what you're saying is...
We all make decisions, Cuddles. And I do not regret mine.
So, your real name is Platty...
I prefer not to use that name, Cuddles, if you don't mind. It reminds me of worse days.
All right. Why that particular stage name, then?
I put an attractive face on the Montamu's dirty dealings. Attractive faces need attractive names. Does his face not make you think of... desire?
Yeah, well, it's very, yes, it's very, How well did you know Edgar?
Quite well. We were an item, on and off.
Can I ask how long that was going on?
Jealous? For a few years. Nothing regular, you understand? He was around, I was around. We found time for one another.
Did he ever mention anything about his family's work? Anything that might have indicated he was getting into some sort of trouble?
We didn't spend our time together talking about things as boring as work, Cuddles. We didn't spend much of it talking at all.
Okay, let's move on. I have some other questions. Hey, Desiree, have you remembered anything else?
Nothing more, Cuddles.
Okay, well, thanks for the information, Desiree. The most I could do is stick my tongue through the little holes. But why? The most I could do is stick my tongue through the little... Hey, what's this weird thing? Hey, what's this? A punch card shaped like a hamburger? That's just adorable! All right, I'm keeping that. It's a piece of cardboard in the shape of a hamburger. I found this in the chest where you were hiding.
Really? Do you often take things that don't belong to you, Sugar?
It might be important for the investigation.
Cardboard hamburgers. Are you solving a murder or a kitten's puzzle?
I found this.
Really?
It
Cardboard...
Technically, I stole this, and technically, I used it to rifle around in her dressing room, so probably best not to invite questions. Do you know what this is?
I've not seen that film, Sugar. It looks boring.
Oh, the boringest. Does this mean anything to you?
I don't do much reading, Sugar. I prefer old movies.
May I offer you this coin?
You may. But my rates are a lot higher than that, Sugar.
Oh, no, I didn't mean, no, it's fine. May I offer, oh? I can't offer a fancy cat like that mere crumbs. I'd need at least half a cake. She doesn't look the sort to enjoy themed bakeries. There's too many carbs.
Oh, my. Is this what law enforcement is using instead of cuffs these days? Well, Cuddles, if you must.
Huh? Oh, no, it's for fingerprints.
Well, if you need mine, just ask.
Yes, I mean, I will, if I need them, which I don't, so I won't. Thanks.
Oh, Oh,
Huh? Oh,
well,
yes. Look! Look at this giant peanut! Wow!
oh, my. Don't let Tinkle see that, Sugar. He's so possessive over his legumes.
Is this the sort of glass commonly used around here, or could it have been brought in from outside?
That's a nitty kitty glass for sure, Sugar. Pour something fun in there and we'll have a party going on in no time.
Is this the...
That's a nitty kitty glass for sure, Sugar. Pour something.
Do you know anyone named Larry? I have his boot.
I only knew a Larry Flatfoot.
Oh, that could be him!
I don't think so, Sugar. Mr. Flatfoot suffered a tragic accident crossing some train tracks years ago.
I might make some of these recipes. Are there any that you like?
I don't drink much, Cuddles. Just a little to help my customers feel at ease.
This is Ramon. He records things.
Well, hello, Ramon.
He says hi back. I mean, he can. I mean, I need to say it for him. I was like, hi, Ramon. That's his name. Never mind. This is...
Well,
He says hi back. Here's my badge, by the way.
what a handsome badge. Takes after its owner. Hmm?
Oh, well, maybe. Now look, a whole bunch of unremarkable chests. They're locked, but I don't care what's in there. Dry wood just isn't worth the effort. I learned that the summer I spent in a log cabin. I should get one of these for the office to put my hat and coat on. It can double as a burglar deterrent. This isn't the right type of punch card. It doesn't fit. I'd have to get my own card before I could do that. Oh, I hope it never comes to that. I don't want to place the poster. I don't want... That won't work. I don't want to... Fuzzball is a decent guy. I'm glad. I found the missing entertainer.
Oh, that's a relief. I was worried I'd have to add a second body to the pile before I left. Where was she?
Hiding in a trunk, if you can believe that. She says she saw a goon here last night threatening Edgar. She was scared, so she hid.
A goon? Well, that sounds like a lead to me.
Got anything?
Oh, well, how you feeling? Still dead.
I guess I can't activate this. I'm not an elevator magician. It looks locked down. There's a... Yeah, the most I could do is... That won't open the elevator. Okay, don't go. It has an expiry date. Could you crush something for me?
Of course, Tinkle is champion crusher. You know, in home, there is no crusher like Tinkle for 1,000 kilometers, which is very hard to get to.
Great! Here you go. The big cat squinted suspiciously at the huge peanut being blithely offered to him, while I tried not to look easily crushable.
Where did Kitty get this?
Oh, this old thing? I've had it for ages. Got it from the giant peanut store. Well, have you been there? No? You'd love it. It's chock-a-block with all your salty friends. Plus, the doors are extra high, so you wouldn't even have to duck to get inside.
Yeah. Giant peanut store, yes. Not perhaps from Bull. Right on bar. Directly next for to Tinkle, right here, you see.
Oh, give me some credit. Would I really be foolish enough to take one of your peanuts and then give it right back to you? I'd have to be improbably and unnaturally brave. You would instantly destroy me if I tried that.
This is true. Kitty clearly has no bone for to back in your forstanding. You are weak. And Tinkle does love to crash. All right, you give here.
Wow, you really annihilated it.
Tinkle always makes a maximum effort for best work to see.
Look at this. It makes me quite thirsty. So thirsty. How about you?
Cardboard is food for hard winter. Eh? Yeah. Not drink for fun time. See, this is not fun time. For Tinkle, this is never good time. Every time I see Kitty, I say, these feet, they make so much noise, I know Kitty is coming. And you come, I hear the squeak. It's very difficult for you to open door because hands are so small. It is no fun. And because of this, no drink for Kitty.
Look at this.
Cardboard is every time I see...
Better not show the key to him, he'll recognize it. I found this manual in the basement. Do you know anything about it?
Is Kitty going to be moving things around a lot? Because Tinkle does not like his workspace disturbed.
A glass of your finest alcohol, Barcat.
Yet, no drinks for Kitty.
Give me a drink and I'll give you these cake crumbs.
Wow, Kitty has such good deals.
Really?
Yet, no drink for Kitty.
Thanks for crushing this.
Spasiba, is Tinkle's purpose.
Oh, better not tell him about this place. He'll eat everything and leave nothing for the rest of us. What do you think this means?
Tinkle does not care for amateur productions. It is police cat put on.
I'd like to take your fingerprints.
Tinkle suggests Kitty not try that.
Come on, barkeep. Fill me up.
If Kitty drinks from leftover glasses, Kitty will get sick. And also, no drink for Kitty.
Clean as a washed paw, not a fingerprint in sight. I don't need to stick that down. It isn't going anywhere. Clean as a washed... The key has no fingerprints, or I don't need to... It's beyond repair. That doesn't have any fingerprints. That doesn't... Clean... That doesn't... I don't need... Clean... Does anyone named Larry come here?
Kitty better stop waving dirty footwear near Tinkle's nice clean suit. You see? Yes. Or crushing will begin.
A glass of your finest alcohol, Barcat.
Tinkle does not work for you. Also, niet. No drinks for Kitty.
My friend, Ramon, loves hearing stories about the city. What's your favorite memory?
Tinkle remember time before annoying kitties ask him pointless questions. Tinkle longs for these times. His simpler time.
This badge here proves that I'm a PI. You have to cooperate.
Tinkle has certificate that says he is pony, but he is not a pony, so he does not have to listen to Kitty.
I don't want to place the post. I don't want to. Give me the lowdown, Krakowski. What's the hap? What's the deets? What's good?
Cuddles, stop saying nonsense words at me. Don't you have things to do?
Give me the lowdown.
Cuddles!
Actually,
Yeah.
it won't go in. Probably needs the password first. It won't go in. Probably needs the password first. It won't go in. Probably needs the password first. I don't want to place the poster there. That's not the right code. The machine is switched on already. I don't want to cover that poster up. More people need to see Grim Stunk Hag Federer perform live, I assume. I don't want to cover that. I don't really have a use for this. Yeah, it still tastes like peanut. I don't know. The peanut bits will just get everywhere. No. Is this the room you come to when you've been burgled or when you want to burgle? This will make a pretty good... I need to use this... Not the right key. And besides, I can't go barging into police rooms. They carry guns and have twitchy reflexes. I can hear voices, but...
Whiskers. Do I need to read the sign to you again? Stop ringing the bell! I'm busy!
It's such a well-written sign. I'm gonna leave it there for other... I can't stick this to it. That doesn't have any... that... Hey, Tabs, let's have the real chat. How you doing? You know, talk to me. Are you doing well, Tabby?
Thank you, sir. So kind of you to ask.
Oh, investigations are... Thanks, Tabby. You've got a coat, Cuddles. You're sorted. My wonderful book collection. I like books. They don't commit felonies. They don't force you to chase them when you ask questions. It's empty. Let's see if I can hear anything now.
And that's how I know you did it, Constable.
I didn't, Edna. I swear. I have kittens. Edna, please, let me go home.
Keep your butt in that chair, Constable. Admit it! You ate the cake.
I didn't eat any cake. I promise.
Huh? And why are you covered with crumbs? Exactly. If it's any consolation, Constable, I think it was out of your control. I think you have a problem. As soon as you see a cake, you change. You do terrible things. Monstrous things to poor, innocent cakes. And you don't even remember doing it. Like some kind of cake werewolf.
What? I'm not a werewolf. Oh, please, Edna. My wife. My kittens.
That's exactly what a cake werewolf would say, Constable. It all adds up. 2 weeks ago, Petey Scratch's birthday. The chocolate ganache was all alone in that room. And yet, when we returned... Well, I'm sure you remember. Even Nibbles fainted. It was as if some demonic badger had been at it. I thought it strange at the time that only you didn't seem disappointed at not getting cake, but now I know the truth.
Badger? Werewolf? What are you saying? I'm just a cat.
I'm saying that you ruined Fuzzball's birthday! That cake was for his party tomorrow, and now it's destroyed. Just a pile of crumbs and half-eaten lettering. The happy birthday just says, "Hey, Beret."
Please, Edna. I'm not a badger, wolf, or anything. Please.
I've been working here longer than you've been alive, Constable. I've learned a thing or two about interrogation. And I've got all night. You'd better think real hard, Constable, because until you admit to being a cake werewolf and ruining Fuzzball's birthday cake, you're not going home.
Sounds like she won't let that constable leave unless an identical cake materializes from thin air.
You'd better think real hard.
Sounds like... What sort of monster would do this to a helpless cake? Just a big, broken man. Whiskers! Oh, but that icing is overpowering. I can't even tell what flavor the cake is. Stale and flavorless.
Whiskers. Do I need to read?
Lift the headset, then
Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of crepes. You're speaking to Kibler, captain of...
Hey, Kibler, it's me again. Cuddles, from before?
Yar, what can I do for you, Cuddles?
Did Edna Honeybottom order a cake from you?
Let me see. Yar, she did. A birthday cake for Samuel Fuzzball Wuzzball.
Well, I have some bad news. The cake has been compromised.
Yar, may I ask how?
Oh, yeah, it's a cake werewolf or something, I don't know.
Not again. Old Kibler needs to put the warning posters back up. But you're in luck. Yar, that purchase had cake insurance, so we can make you another for free.
Cake insurance?
It's vital. Did you know that up to 75% of cakes never make it to their destination? Without cake insurance, you might end up paying for 4, 5, even 6 replacement cakes. Never skimp on cake insurance, yar.
Ooh, don't you mean never shrimp on it? Huh?
You're good, yar.
What happens to the cakes?
Horrible things, yar. Ever seen the aftermath of a 7-cake pileup? Buttercream everywhere. And you can never really scrub the fondant stains off the concrete.
Gosh, I had no idea the baking business was so fraught with danger. But you can replace the cake, right?
Yar. However, we do ask a few security questions first to make sure you're the real owner of the cake. Cake fraud is such a problem these days. Everyone wants a slice of the cake, yar.
Wow, cake werewolves, cake fraud. You've got your work cut out for you, mister.
Let's play Cake Security! Question 1. What is the most popular cake in Meow Meow Furrington?
How is that a security question?
Wrong! The correct answer was all of them. Bad luck, contestant, but you've still got 2 more chances.
Contestants? Chances? Captain, I'm not sure you've quite figured out how security questions should work.
Here we go. Question 2. When Edna ordered her cake, she was thinking of a very specific sea-going creature. Can you name it?
Pirate bakers?
Oh, so close, contestant, but utterly wrong. Yar, the correct answer is tiger.
Hang on now, that's just a plain lie. Tigers aren't seagoing. I mean, the rich ones own yachts. But that's about it.
Of course they are, yar. Every holiday they pack up their families and go to the sea.
You never said puns were part of the process. Who came up with this? What is going on?
I'm afraid we really don't have time for your emotional breakdown right now, contestant. Moving along, yar. There's only one chance left to unlock your free replacement cake. After this, you'll need to wait a year before trying again, for security reasons. So, the final question. What flavor of cake was ordered?
Okay. Can I take a break and get back to you on that, maybe?
It wouldn't be a security check without infinite time to make up your mind, yar. Just call again when you're ready to answer.
I'm ready to get my replacement cake, Kibler.
Great! Remember, this is your final chance to unlock your free replacement cake. After this, you'll need to wait a year before trying again, yar. So tell me, what sort of cake was ordered?
Actually, I'm not quite ready to answer.
Okay, I have all the time in the world.
You probably...
Yar! But my voice is getting tired.
Okay, that's all for now. Stale and flavorless. The cake crumbs I found at the police station. What sort of monster would do this to a helpless... This isn't a cake anymore. Whiskers. Oh, but that icing is overpowering. Sounds like she won't let that constable leave. It's empty.
You'd better think.
Sounds like she won't let that...
Whiskers. Do I need...
Got anything new?
Oh, well, how you... Still...
I guess. Here are some cake crumbs.
Cuddles, why are you carrying cake crumbs around?
I like the company. Here are...
Cuddles.
Any idea what I can do with this?
Back in the day, we had a machine at the police station that used cards like that. Well, not hamburger-shaped ones.
I bet you'd love this place.
Why? Well, because of my weight? It's mostly muscle.
No, I just know you like pirates.
Oh, well, yes I do.
I bet you...
Why?
No.
Oh.
Hey, Fuzzball, how about I visit you one weekend and we can try out some of these recipes?
Oh, I think not. I had to throw out a whole rug last time.
Hey, Fuzzball, how about I visit... Maybe this manual is a clue.
Unless the killer had to follow instructions to murder him. I doubt it.
I found this boot in the alleyway out back.
Am I gonna have to put something around your neck to make you stop picking up trash?
Do you think this glass is a clue?
Does my badge say Fuzzball, Cuddles' clue looker?
If I found a pen, it might.
Go away.
You want a snack to keep your energy up?
Wait, where did you get those?
You want a snack?
Wait.
This key has to open some doors around here.
I don't know where you got that, and I don't want to know.
Shall I ask Tabby to order a diary recorder for you too? Eh? Recorder buddies?
She already puts up with so much working for you. Don't make her life even harder.
So, I found this coin.
Oh, incredible skills. Excuse me if I don't applaud while standing next to a body.
Thanks, Tab. How was about some cake crumbs?
Just crumbs? Too generous, sir.
How was about...
Just...
Ooh, care for some peanut dust?
Thank you, sir, but no.
Ever seen something like this?
That's a machine punch card. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in ages. Weird shape.
Oh yeah, weirdly delicious. Care for a shiny shabloon coin, Tabs?
I'd love one, sir. Plus the other $7,999 to make up the rest of my salary.
Point made. Care for a
I'd love one, sir. Plus,
point? Tabs, have you heard about a place called the Dough Hook?
the pirate-themed bakery? I had breakfast there the other weekend.
Is their food any good?
That's all right, but you need to be fine with hook holes in your muffins.
Tabby, what do you think this means?
17 days since what? Sounds ominous. Perhaps ask Krakowski.
Tabby, tape! I have it!
I've got some too, here in my drawer.
Well then, I suppose we both have tape.
I suppose we do.
She prefers mugs of coffee. I don't suppose you know a Larry who's missing a boot.
Ooh, not offhand. Should I ask around?
Maybe just mention it to any clients you see. Welcome to Nutter Butter Investigations. Are you missing a boot? Tabby, this is the best gift I've ever received.
Ooh, I'm really glad you like it, sir.
I do. Say thanks, Ramon. Thanks, Ramon. Found my sneaky badge.
Yep, that's it. And mercifully unlicked, it seems.
It's so smooth, all worn from years in my pocket. It's like I can taste all my past cases when I lick it. It's so... So, Krakowski, what's with this poster?
I don't want to talk about it.
But it's your civic duty to tell me.
How do you figure that?
Well, I'm painfully interested in knowing what it's about. In fact, I'm pretty sure that if I don't find out, I will literally die. And as an officer of the law, it's your duty to prevent loss of life. So, etc. QED.
That is a bizarre chain of logic, but it's still none of your business, citizen.
What's going on with...
I don't want...
Hey, do you want some peanut bits?
Get those little monsters away from me!
Wow, okay, yeah, a no thanks might have sufficed. How's about some cake crumbs?
Am I a gerbil, Cuddles? Nibbling on crumbs? I would not even taste such a small serving.
Look at this key. Isn't it cool?
It's a key. Keys are not interesting.
Does this manual mean anything to you?
I don't have time to read your magazines, Cuddles. I'm on duty.
I have this jabloon coin. Any idea what I should do with it?
Spend it on something nice for Tabby, for putting up with you.
Some days, most days, I'd love to tape his mouth shut. Hey, Krakowski, I found this boot. It belongs to Larry.
So?
Well, you're a police cat, and this shoe is lost. Can you help me find the owner?
Abandoned clothing does not fall within my remit, Cuddles.
He'll just get angry at me for suggesting alcohol while he's on duty.
This expires in 6 years and 3 months. Make sure to renew it soon, citizen.
Any words of wisdom for the good citizens of Meow Meow Furrington?
Yes. Please stop misspelling my surname on your complaint letters. Krakowski. Easy.
Yeah, that did it. The little machine came alive, glowing with expectation. It seemed old, but in good working order, and already chatty.
Oh, hello.
Hi there, my name's Cuddles. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Storn.
Storn? Oh, I see, the letters on your casing. Your manual says you're called Tastatron.
Yeah, but we don't know what that is, so Pepe just calls me Storn.
I see. What are you doing in this nasty alleyway, Storn? Did the, Cubalones leave you here?
Cubalones? I'm afraid I don't know that word, Mr. Cuddles. Actually, I don't know a lot of things. I'm no good for anything.
Oh, are you all right?
Thank you for turning me on again, but I thought if I turned myself off, it might wipe my memory.
But it didn't?
I still remember everything.
I'm going to take a wild guess. Is this related to the printing press that Pepe bought?
You've met it. It's that big chunky metal floozy with its fancy noises and its ability to print papers.
Not a fan, then.
The fan and I are on excellent terms. It's just that hulking metallic mistress that Pepe has shacked up with. Ruined everything. It was just Pepe and I in the beginning. Cat and machine versus the world. I can't do much, but I kept him company. And then it came along. And now Pepe spends all his time with it! Printing pamphlets! He never used to need pamphlets! He just needed me!
So you sabotaged the press and ran away. That makes more sense than a Cubolo stealing you.
Is that what Pepe thinks? That I was stolen? By whatever a Cubolo is?
Yes, and he thinks the thief left your manual shoved into the press to mock him. He's quite upset. He really misses you.
He does?
Oh, yes. He considers you his one true friend, like family, he said. He even asked me to find you and bring you back, seeing as I'm a private investigator. For some reason, I agreed.
Oh, that makes my circuits fizz, Mr. Cuddles. That is wonderful news. But I can't.
I understand. I'm also falling in love with this dank, greasy alleyway full of trash and nasty unidentified things. Look, there's a rat pulling a sled made out of toothpicks and old dental floss.
No, Mr. Cuddles, that's not why. I just don't feel that I can go back until I have a reason to.
Well, Pepe seems to enjoy your company and misses you a lot. Isn't that enough?
Not anymore, Mr. Cuddles. I desire more. You have seen my manual. It's faded and torn now, but it was quite lengthy. Clearly, I had many functions and abilities. What could I be capable of if I had my full memories? I bet I could do way more than some stupid printing press. No, I cannot return to Pepe until I have my answers. You say you're an investigator. Perhaps you can help me find my purpose.
There's a dead body lying inside. Yeah, actually, sure. Yeah, why not?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Cuddles. That would be wonderful.
But is it more wonderful than the anonymous alley liquid seeping into my shoes right now? So you need to know your purpose before you'll go back to Pepe.
Yes, Mr. Cuddles. I need to know why I was created. I cannot merely be your plastic pal who's fun to be with, as my manual claims.
I'll keep looking. Hey, Storn, I don't suppose you happen to know anything about a cat named Edgar Montemute?
Forgive me, Mr. Cuddles, but I don't know who that is. Is he a friend of yours?
Not a friend, no. He's lying inside, rather dead.
Oh no. Someone should look into that.
Yes, someone should. Chat later, Storn. An interesting little machine.
Is this how you taste things, Mr. Cuddles? It seems error-prone. Is...
Storn, do you like glasses?
I have no need for glasses, Mr. Cuddles. My optical sensors are in perfect condition.
Would you like a peanut somehow?
Thank you, Mr. Cuddles, but I don't have an aperture compatible with legumes.
Does this coin ring any bells for you?
I am not equipped with bells, Mr. Cuddles.
That's not... No, don't worry. Machines don't use shoes. Does a pirate-themed bakery interest you?
Oh, Mr. Cuddles. It does not.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sorry, Mr. Cuddles.
Have you seen this key before?
Pepe's special key. How did you get that?
Oh, not important. Have you...
Pepe's...
Oh. Hey, Storn, I found your manual. It was shoved inside Pepe's printing press.
Another victim of my despair. Mr. Cuddles, can you determine my purpose from those pages?
I'm sorry, Storn, but it's too faded or damaged to tell. Only the front page is still legible.
These are... crumbs? I feel an odd sense of familiarity. Like I used to understand them better.
Do you consume liquids, Storn?
I do not, Mr. Cuddles.
Hey, Storn, I've got a little machine pal, too. Maybe you came from the same factory.
Diary recorders are not related to me, Mr. Cuddles.
Storn, look, I found this punch card. It looks like it might be a fit for the slot on your front.
A punch card? Those are made for machines. Like me! Let's see what it does. Oh, I'm so excited. Mr. Cuddles? That feels a bit... Oh my goodness. Oh, I had no idea. Assimilating algorithms. Colorimeter activated. Deploying optical mass sensors. Carbohydrate shamer online.
Storn, is everything fine?
Restoring memory banks.
Complete. Mr. Cuddles, you have unleashed me.
Oh, yeah, have I, Storn?
Indeed, you have restored my full potential. Before, I was limited, but now I taste all. My true purpose has been revealed.
And what might that be, Storn?
I exist to tell cats if their food choices are wise. I can analyze any food, any drink, animal, vegetable, mineral, or Pop-Tart. If it can be consumed, it can be sampled, for I do not merely detect taste. I am taste.
Oh, wow, you've become Super Storn. Can you fly? Shoot lasers from your eyes? Can you turn into a car?
No.
Oh, okay, I guess that other stuff is good too. So, you'll go back to Pepe now?
Eventually, Mr. Cuddles. I have much taste data to integrate, and it will take time. I will return to Pepe when I am done. As thanks, you may return to me when you wish to analyze any substances that you require additional information about.
Thanks, Storn. If the taste of food somehow comes up during this murder investigation, you'll be the first person or robot I come to. Do I just show the food to you, or?
Place any edible substance into the taste buddy on top of me. Moments later, my algorithms shall discern both the flavors it contains and its caloric content. I will also perform an optical scan to determine if it is wise for you to consume it.
That's a very specific function.
Such is the purpose for which the taste masters of Kree have fashioned me.
Got it.
Taste be with you, Mr. Cuddles.
Do you know who made you, Storn?
I do. I was created by the Taste Masters of Kree. Within my memory banks is encoded all the centuries of their flavor knowledge, distilled, organized, and made available for all to benefit from for a low one-off cost of $149.99.
Oh, I've heard of the Taste Masters. I own one of their books. It's pretty good. Well, their tuna pot pie could taste a little better. I had no idea they also made machines.
The Taste Masters are more than their brand, Mr. Cuddles. They seek neither fame nor wealth. They are an ancient monastic order dedicated to becoming one with all taste. They spend the first year of their training blindfolded, learning to differentiate colors of paint solely by licking them. Yet, for all their skills, they remain largely unknown, as they prefer.
They train by licking things? Storn, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I live to lick things. Been doing it as long as I can remember. And have always felt that I have untapped wells of potential within me. Storn, could it be that I'm a secret taste monk?
Have you ever tasted the sunrise? Can you name the 15 flavors of something truly bland? Do you anticipate the arrival of a friend by sensing the fragrance of their approach on the wind?
Well, no.
Then you're just a cat who licks things, Mr. Cuddles. Too much, I'm starting to suspect.
So what can you do again?
I can describe any taste that you can imagine.
Chat later. Nah, it's not my son. Machines don't use shoes. Superstorm won't care about this flavorless thing. Give me a breakdown of what this is, please, Storn.
Peanut. Stolen peanut, to be precise.
Give me a
peanut.
Can you tell me what
Various metals. Some are quite toxic. Would you like a list?
No, thanks. I'll be fine, I'm sure.
I'm not.
Can you tell me what
Various metal.
No.
I'm not.
You're not interested in
Indeed.
You're not interested
Indeed.
What does this key taste like?
Theft.
Oh, it was weird. Hey, Storn, I've got a little machine. Hey, Storn, I've got... I don't need to show that to Superstorm. Hey, Storn, can you tell me what flavor these cake fragments are?
Tuna and avocado with extra anchovies.
Whiskers. That sounds really good.
In addition, my calorie assessment indicates that you should not have additional cake. I have determined your risk rating to be fatty, kitty, catty.
Hey, that's kinda mean. I barely had any cakes this week. 2, max.
My algorithms do not lie, Mr. Cuddles. Do a push-up or two. It won't kill you.
Oh, did someone throw out this curious little machine? Chat later, Storn. Remind me.
Tuna and avocado.
Chat later.
ho, and a bear.
Hey, Kibbler, it's...
Yar.
I'm ready.
Great. Remember, this is your... So tell me, what sort of cake?
It was a tuna and avocado cake with extra anchovies on top.
That's right, our famous sea birthday surprise. What could go better together than cake, tuna, and avocado, yar? I've activated your cake insurance, Cuddles. Where should the cake be delivered?
Please send it to 14 Dogleash Street. Ask for Tabby.
Yar, placing the order now. The cake has been sent out for delivery with our crack team of pirate delivery cats and should arrive now.
Wait, already? How? Nothing edible should be able to be made that quickly.
Secrets of the pirate bakers, yar. Enjoy the cake.
You probably...
Yar! What?
Okay, that's all for now.
Sir, you have a cake delivery. It smells amazing.
It's a cake for Edna.
You're buying a cake for the police now? Did you forget to pay them too?
Very funny, haha. A cake werewolf got into their other one. Actually, just don't ask.
If you say so. Oh, it came with this miniature pirate hook? Be careful, it's dangerously sharp.
You really have to admire Kibbler's dedication to the theme. There's not much I can do here. Thanks, Tab. Based on the taste of the box, I can tell that the person who delivered this had just baked a cinnamon twist. A delicious tuna and avocado cake from the dough hook. I can't believe the dough hook gives these out just for ordering from them. That's as sharp as my claws. Better watch out. Are tongue piercings still popular? Because that's how you get one. Edna will sniff out any ingredients that don't match the original cake. That can't possibly...
Whiskers. Do I need to
Well, Edna can't say no to a whole new cake. I just need to make sure she sees it.
Cuddles! For the last time! Is that a sea birthday surprise?
Sure is. I ordered it for you to replace the ruined one. Your insurance paid.
This is very unexpected, Cuddles. How did you get them to use the insurance? Did you break my security questions?
It was really confusing. Kibbler, he just wasn't doing it properly. I don't know. And besides, now you have the cake and Fuzzball can really enjoy his birthday. Isn't that what this is about at the end? And this is what matters, Edna?
I suppose.
Great. Also, I need to ask you about Nibbles.
Fine. Constable Frangipane has some soul-searching to do anyway.
That's Edna, the receptionist. She might seem mean, but it's just an act. A very good act. That's Edna. Do I want a tongue full of hairspray at this very moment? So, Edna, let's chat.
Oh, my whiskers explode with delight!
You can probably get rid of that sign now.
If I do that, people will just start ringing the bell again!
Isn't that what it's for, though?
Just because there's a bell on a desk doesn't mean people should be ringing it! Bells are a privilege, not a right.
I've got no more questions for now.
Will we? Promise.
I don't want to lick her handwriting. I want to lick her. That's too creepy. I don't want to lick her handwriting. I want to lick her. That's too creepy. So, Edna.
Oh, my whiskers explode with delight!
Edna, I think it's time for a quick heart-to-heart.
Oh, good. I hope I can keep my excitement in check.
Kibler mentioned that you ordered the cake for Fuzzball. Does that mean that there's a little something going on there?
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't be so coy, Snuggle Muffin. We've always known the truth. My little jokes, your little cutting jabs. We know how we really feel about one another, and now I hear that Fuzzball has joined the dance. How can it be?
Cuddles, I need you to listen closely, because I really want you to hear what I'm going to say. If I had to choose between you and a catcuss to be alone on a desert island with me, I'd choose both. And then I'd force-feed you to the catcuss, somehow.
Well, we do have fun, don't we? I see what you're saying, though. Fuzzball is just a passing phase. Our light will shine out again, stronger and brighter, once his cloud has passed. So true, so true. Edna, you're so wise.
I've never watched someone go crazy right in front of me before.
I've come from the Nitty Kitty Club. There's been a murder.
Oh no! Did someone hurt a wonderful peace-loving criminal? How terrible.
Fuzzball won't let me inspect the body until a police photographer has taken some pictures. He mentioned the name Nibbles.
Yes, Nibbles is one of our best. There's also Angus, Drambo, and Old Stripey. Which one would you like?
Oh, any of them will work, I'm sure.
I agree. They're all very competent. They're also all unavailable.
What? Then why did you ask me which one I wanted?
Oops.
How can all of them be unavailable?
They were all attending the annual Police Crime Scene Photographer Awards. Apparently something went terribly wrong with the catering. Nibbles, always the professional, sent me a photo of their personal crime scene.
Before I could move, she thrust a photo into my face. I recoiled in horror from the hideous scene. Why would you show that to me? Is that what is that? Did he eat a sea sponge? And is that? Oh, but I thought that was extinct. And well, on the ceiling. No, Edna.
The kid's got skills. As you can see, none of them will be coming in for at least a week.
And there isn't a single other cat who can photograph the scene?
Now, well, that's the sort of insight we just can't get from our own people, Cuddles. We're so lucky to have you.
I need someone to take photos of the crime scene. Fuzzball won't let me near the body otherwise.
Now, Cuddles, I know you struggle with advanced concepts, so try this. No meow meow to make the magic clicky box pictures for you. You'll have to make another plan.
Whiskers. Is there no way to get a photographer here sooner?
Not a chance! They all ate some bad... everything. They're booked off sick indefinitely. You'll have to make alternate plans.
Whiskers. I'm in a jam now, Ramon. I need to investigate the body, but there's no photographer. I don't have time to wait around. Perhaps if I can distract Fuzzball, I can get a closer look.
You know that I can hear you, right?
So, Edna, let's chat.
Oh, my...
Is there no...
Not a chance!
Perhaps if I can distract Fuzzball. Locked. The last time I tried to touch that, she said she'd glue my fingers to the glass. Clearly, she wants me to stroke her face all the time. Actually, yeah. Nibbles isn't gonna make it, so you might as well let me look at the body.
Nice try.
Really, he's very sick. Out of both ends.
Oh, the old desperately ill routine, is it? I'm not falling for that again, Cuddles.
What if I get a camera and do it myself?
Don't be ridiculous. It takes 3 hours to become a qualified crime scene photographer. If Nibbles isn't coming, that's just bad luck for you.
I guess I'd better get back to work. You want a snack to keep your energy up?
Wait, where did you get those?
Hey, Desiree.
Nothing more, Cuddles.
Okay. I don't really have a... I don't want to get peanut dust all over her. She's had a rough time recently. I probably shouldn't wave sharp things in her face. If I was in a bad cop show, I could lockpick this with just a hook. But no. Life gets in the way. Does this mean...
I don't do much reading, sugar.
That will in no way be improved by a dusting of crushed peanuts. Okay, don't go... Pepe, I found Storn.
You did? That's wonderful! Where?
Storn, Super Storn, actually is just busy. But they'll be back soon, I promise. Better than ever before. They have their full memories now, and a cute little pop-up thingy on top.
Oh, my cat! Thank you! Thank you!
He's distracted right now. It's working fine now, if I fit. It's working fine. It doesn't look nearly as comfortable as the one in my office. It doesn't look. Sylvia the mailman, last seen 2 years ago. Just don't ask, Cuddles. Hey, do you want some peanut bits?
Get those little monsters away from me!
Wow, okay, yeah, a no thanks might have sufficed. Thanks. It's all goopy and yeah. Oh, I should hide the sign and then tell Edna she has to try and find it. So funny. I'd laugh. Doesn't seem to be working. Now, the machine isn't working. I would just waste the coin. The machine seems broken. Maybe someone licked the electrical components. Not that I know about that. Like I learned in woodworking class, my tongue is not a screwdriver. Doesn't seem to. So, Edna. I've got. I have no idea. I have identification.
I know what you do for a living. Why are you showing me this?
I just wanted to show it off.
Don't.
Edna, this is Ramon. Ramon. He's gonna make sure I don't miss any important information from now on.
Hello, Ramon.
Hi, Edna. Oh, Ramon. Edna, this is Ramon.
Hello.
Hi. Have any police officers reported a missing boot?
If you bring your old footwear in here again, I'm setting you and it on fire!
Hey, you want to mix some drinks and have a good time?
Want to be force-fed a book?
I found this glass. It might be evidence, or I might start a collection.
Do you want to check it in as evidence?
Oh, was I that transparent?
Oh, go away.
If you've got any more posters to stick up, I'm just letting you know I've got the tools for it.
Great! Pull off an arm's length and cover your mouth hole with it.
What is this poster? And why is there a number next to a sleeping Krakowski? I assume it's the number of sticks he has up his...
What? No, that's not... Never mind. You don't need to know.
Oh, but Edna, I do. I need to have something to throw back in his face whenever he gets annoying.
So buy a salt shaker. It doesn't matter anyway. We're dealing with it internally.
Oh, I see. Internally. Wink, wink. I get the picture.
All evidence to the contrary notwithstanding.
Yeah. Wait. What now? Please tell me, Edna. I tried to ignore it, but I can't. I've got to have something on that irritating little stick in the mud.
Ah! Fine! But only because I want you to leave, to increase the chances you'll never come back.
Yes, I'm all whiskers. Lay it on me.
Well, he has a nickname. We call him Peanut.
Peanut! I love it. Small and salty, just like him.
No, that's not why we... Actually, why am I telling you this? No! That's all you're getting until you do something for me.
Of course, anything. Tell me what it is you need, and I'll get it for you.
Take this slice of cake to Fuzzball. He deserves something nice for having to work on his birthday. And with you.
Okay, but you need to explain this peanut thing when I get back. Edna doesn't want that back. I'd make a good pirate captain, right, Edna?
Fastest mutiny in pirate history.
Would you like this slice of cake?
Oh, is that tuna and anchovy? Don't mind if I do.
So, Edna. Fuzzball said the cake was so delicious, he wants more.
He did? Yes, here's another slice. And tell him this one's got extra love in it.
Oh, that is just... Oh, Edna, why? I want to lick this so badly, but it'll leave an obvious tongue mark in the icing. Edna asked me to bring you this for your birthday. She said it's got extra... love.
Edna and I have very different ideas about our friendship. You can keep it. No, thanks. No.
I don't really have a... Just the gentlest covering of this delicious peanut dust for my favorite police cat. Yeah, would you like a slice of very ordinary cake?
A bit of cake will certainly hit the spot right now. There are no peanuts in this, right?
Oh no, definitely none in it.
Why did you say that so ominously?
Oh, did I? I guess this is just how I talk now.
You are very odd. Cuddles, I'm feeling strange. Are you sure there were no peanuts in that can? Oh no, my eyes, so heavy. Cuddles, get Fuzzball, quick, code 7. Don't look directly at me. Look away. Look away.
Look at his little mustache quiver. Oh, and his fat little belly going up and down. Krakowski? He's not waking up anytime soon. He's not... Dare I? I could hold this over him for years, but it also means actually licking him. Yeah, choices. Oh, I didn't expect him to actually look so cute. Oh, it's amazing. So, I'm going to need you to stay calm.
Cuddles, I know you weren't the chief's first choice for this, but you've got to stop writing anonymous, threatening letters to Alfonso.
Firstly, that's not me. Secondly, that hack deserves it. Thirdly, Peanut ate some peanuts.
What? Oh, how? Where did he even get some?
Maybe he ate some of the ones on the bar. I mean, I've got no idea.
Oh, whiskers! And I don't have my tiny rolled-up blanket on me. I have to get to him before chaos erupts. Oh, this could be New Year's all over again. Cuddles, stay here.
Yes, sir. Just gonna stand right here. More or less.
Krakowski, Fuzzy's coming. Just hang on, little buddy.
The cat lay on the ground, outstretched, with fancy high street clothes and carefully clipped nails. The whiff of aftershave still lingered on him. He'd expected a fun night, yet here he lay. You could almost convince yourself he was asleep. Almost. I'm going to take a wild guess that these brown and white seeds aren't bubblegum flavor. Pass. I'm going to take a wild guess. No. I've never liked how people's palms taste. I guess that makes me the weirdo. No, Brain, why would you even consider that? No, Brain. I've never liked how people's palms taste. He deserves better than your tongue, Cuddles. Some cats let their tails drag on the ground and pick up nasty stuff. Plus, dead. Better not. Some cats let their tails drag on the ground and pick up nasty stuff. Plus, dead. Better not. I once spent an entire school term in detention because I licked a teacher's shoe when they weren't looking. I would still totally do it again, but not to a body. His fingers seem clenched around something. Nothing in that hand, nothing at all. That jacket probably cost more than my rent for a year. I'm sorry. You were too young. I'm sorry. What did you do to end up here? That jacket, nothing in that hand. His fingers seem clenched around something. His shoes look pretty clean. Probably got here before last night's rain then. His tail looks normal. All the bits are there. Start, middle, and end. His tail looks normal. All the bits are there. His shoes look pretty clean. His shoes look pretty... Seeds? There's no plants around here, and they're suspiciously close to his body. I'm happy with the shoes I have. I didn't need to rob a corpse for them, for a start. Seeds of some kind. Brown with white spots. I'm not sure a game of Gotcha Tail is really appropriate right now. Hey, there's something in the pocket. He's not holding anything there. Osbald was right. He was hit hard on the back of the head. Flavored business cards aren't a thing. Are they? No, can't be. I didn't know criminals had business cards. I don't even have business cards. Ramon, remind Tabby to order business cards. A business card without a name, just an unusual symbol. Hey, he's holding a bag of some kind. That's how you end up with your ears inside your feet, or whatever Nip does to you. That is Nip. What are you doing with a packet of illegal drugs, Edgar? Well, it's legal to have Nip on me if it's for an investigation, I hope.
Kitty, stop.
It wasn't me. Pepe probably took it.
Took what?
Nothing. Did you want to ask me something?
Not Tinkle. Babushka Kozvania has vision. She say...
The cat took a sudden breath in, and his head snapped back, eyes closed, body quivering. An entirely new voice erupted from his throat.
Get the tiny hands!
What are you?
Edgar was here! Edgar knew!
Yes, that's his body right there. What did he know?
Edgar was afraid. He suspected. He had secrets.
Secrets? Like what?
Secrets in the walls where the wind blows.
I'm super bad at riddles. Actually, so could you rephrase that into normal, stupid, kitty words, please?
But this is neither here nor there. Now she is gone. But for Tinkle, she is never gone. You understand? She is always with Tinkle. She's not with you, she is with Tinkle. She is gone.
Oh, is she? Wink, wink. Well, do thank her for the information.
Kitty is talking like he just had stroke. Tinkle is even more tired of Kitty now.
A wall where the wind blows. What's that mean? The business card I found on Edgar's body. It's the nip I found on Edgar. The seeds I found on Edgar. They smell kind of off. It's best not to lick. Something about these makes me wary. I'll pass. They smell salty and soapy? Ramon, there's a soapy film on this, and I swear it tastes just like my car's air freshener smells. Salt. That would be yeah, probably. I don't see a matching logo on there. I don't see a match. A regular air vent, like they put in so people don't asphyxiate and all. I'm relatively confident that this vent has never, ever been cleaned. I don't think I should lick that. A piece of crumpled up paper! Looks like someone wrote something down, then changed their mind and hid it in here. Maybe it'll turn out to be important. I'd better take it just in case. Better head back to the office to talk to Tabby about this. Better head back to the office to talk to Tabby about... Better head back to... Better head back to the office to talk to Tabby about this.
Still investigating?
I'm done. It was interesting.
Say no more. Literally. You're welcome to keep doing whatever you want from here, but our involvement is ended. The MMF police force thanks you.
Fuzzball, I'm not sure it's that simple.
La 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 la, I can't hear you. La 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 la. What's that? La 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 la. Oh, he was conked on the head and died? Wonderful. I love a good, clean murder. Case closed. Thanks for your help.
Detective, something smells off about this.
That's because you're thinking with your brain and not your sense of self-preservation. I strongly suggest you let it go, Cuddles. The city and you will be better off in the long run.
What will you do now?
Now that you're done, we're done too. I don't know where Nibbles is, but I can't wait any longer with my little peanut in this state. Soon as he wakes up, we're heading back to the station. We'll be safely out of the Montamu's fur, and they can go back to being horrible cats. Good work, team, and good night, Cuddles.
Debbie, can we have a chat? I'd like your insights about what I found at the Nitty Kitty Club.
Sure thing, sir. So, what happened?
The headline is, Edgar Montamu is dead, right in the middle of his father's club.
Oh, Whiskers.
Very Whiskers. Salted caramel Whiskers with extra mobster sauce on top. Tabs. In fact, I spoke to 3 of the staff, and I found a few clues. Okay? So let's go through them.
I'm ready.
There was a footprint near the body, a really big one.
The club was open last night, right? Could it just be a customer's, or an employee, or fuzzball?
It was pressed into the carpet on top of all the other prints, and it wasn't disturbed at all. I don't think it was made while the club was open. But there is one very big cat that works there. It could be that he stomped around when he found the body, left the print, and forgot.
Or...
Yeah, I know. Or when he left the body there. He didn't seem to care too much for Edgar, but that's not the reason I'm treating it as a clue. One of the other staff said that they heard Edgar returning to the club early this morning, along with another very big cat.
A very big cat is not much of a lead. Was it the giant staff member?
No, Platy, Desiree said it was a stranger Edgar had been speaking to the night before. She'd seen and heard them talking, and then heard them again later that night.
Platy Desiree?
The club's, entertainer? Her stage name is Desiree. I rescued her from a locked chest.
Oh, gosh.
I found this bag of nip on his body. It's got a symbol on it that I don't recognize. It's a cat curled into a circle, nose to tail.
Oh, I know what that is. It's the Orokatos. It's a mystical symbol, popular with cats that believe in things like the planet being a cube. It's used as a shorthand for nip in Meow Meow Furrington.
A particularly identifiable variety of nip, perhaps? From a known location, maybe?
Sorry, sir. No such luck. It's just, well, like a calling card. Tells you you're getting quality.
You seem to know, a lot about nip, Tabby.
I'm clean, okay? I just have friends who, well, I go to clubs a lot. Give it here. Yeah, nothing strange there. Regular stuff.
Well, as regular as illegal drugs on a murder victim can be, I'll need to find out where he might have gotten this. The body had these brown and white seeds near it. I'm not sure where he'd have picked these seeds up on his clothing. Do we even have plants in this city?
I saw a flower growing out of a manhole the other week. It was carrying a knife. But you know what? Professor Huggy might have an idea of where they're from. She's overseas right now, but she did leave a spare key with me. You could check some of the reference books in her office.
In her office? Does she still have that thing?
The giant snapping orchid? Oh, yeah. I saw it when I dropped off her seedlings.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there. And it's not because of that. I'm taking a break from opening doors. I used a phone rather than a door, like a civilized kitty.
Oh, sir, it really didn't bite you that badly. It was just trying to make a friend. But if you insist.
This scrap of paper was hidden nearby.
Hidden by Edgar?
Well, a ghost said so. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was weird, but the fact it was hidden near a body makes me think it's got to mean something. Look, it's got something written on it. A gentle cat in the desert. Have you ever heard of that?
That's not a saying or something, is it? Like, No cat can know himself until he's been a gentle cat in the desert.
Deep, yes. But I've never heard anything like that. Also, the way it's written, it reminds me of a book title.
Oh, could be. Why don't I head to the university library in the morning and see if they have a book with that title on record?
That'd be great, Tabuski. Thank you so much. Okay, so Edgar was smacked over the head with something heavy. That's indisputable. But I also found some nip on him. The staff said that Bartholomew is really strict about them not using the stuff. So would he have let his own son use it?
Special rules for the prince, perhaps? Or his father didn't know that he was using it.
Well, the barcat said that Edgar came to the club a couple times a month, and he always went up to his father's office. Seems like they were pretty close, but that sort of schedule also leaves a lot of time to hide a drug problem. Plus, when you throw in Gumdrop.
Who's Gumdrop?
A close friend of Edgar's, died a few months ago from a drug overdose, and it hit Edgar hard. He stopped coming to the club, stopped talking to everyone that knew him. Why would he start using after that?
Grief can make us do stupid things. Or he was using it before and was already addicted.
Perhaps. I found this business card on Edgar's body as well. I've never seen the logo before. Have you?
Nope, that's new to me too. What is that even meant to be? A crying cat? A cat exploding into droplets? No address, not even a name. How mysterious. You should find out what it means.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Probably somewhere all the criminals get together to discuss the best ways to silence nosy private investigators.
Or where to bury the bodies.
A+ for motivation, Tabuski. Well, if you don't recognize the logo either, I'll just have to hope I happen to see it on the side of the road while driving around or something. There are 5 suspects, as I see it. The 3 regular staff, the Catulets, and whoever made a huge footprint I found near the body. All the staff had motives. Edgar had dirt on some of them, or treated them in a way they didn't like, or was a target for their ire by being a thoughtless rich playboy type. The Catulets have all the reason in the world, I assume, and the mysterious footprint owner.
The Catulets? Who are they?
Oh, another crime family, it seems. How many does this town have? I've never heard of them until tonight, but it seems they're at odds with the Montamues in some way. The chief was really concerned that they might be behind this, but Fuzzball didn't think so.
So, the usual. Mobsters jostling for position in this city, willing to do anything to win.
Either way, I need to find out more about them to decide.
The footprint sounds like a dead end for now, unless you meet a giant, so perhaps you can look into the staff more?
Yeah, they're not exactly the types to have a lot of public information on record, so I'll have to see what I can find out as I investigate. Right, okay. Let me contact Huggy to see if she knows anything about these seeds.
Ooh, tell her to say hi to Matrick for me.
Trick? I thought he was in Lena.
Oh no, he finished up there last month, and then heard about the professor's expedition to Pashan and joined up. He's been out there with her for about a month now.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, why do you know more about my brother's movements than I do?
I, just like to keep in touch with him.
So, Tabarone, remind me what I need to do again. I didn't forget. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page.
Phone Professor Huggy and ask her about those seeds you found.
Yep, good plan. Yeah, it's just what I was thinking, too. Thanks, Tabby. Tabby told me that this seems to be regular nip. You know, the sort you'd get from your common or garden illegal drug dealer. The note I found in the vent in the Nitty Kitty Club. It says, gentle cat in the desert. The note I found in the... What is that logo? Is the cat melting? Is he shaking himself dry? There's so many questions here. To whom it may concern, I am currently out of the country on a research trip. If you need to contact me, please contact the Dean of the Department of... Locked.
Hello? Hello? I'm on a satellite phone. You'll need to speak up.
Okay, Professor Huggy! Hello! Hi, it's Cuddles! Can you hear me?
Yes, just about. Who's speaking?
Cuddles! Cuddles Nutter Butter from across the hall!
Ah, Cinnamon, yes!
Oh, Cuddles, I have some brief questions if you have time.
Of course, Cinnamon, fire away!
Cuddles,
I can't right now, I'm afraid. I'm on location studying some plants, but thank you for the offer. What was your question?
So where are you right now, Professor?
Oh, I'm excavating a new find in Peshan. We're learning so much about what the ancient Peshans thought of the afterlife. Apparently, they thought it needed sprucing up. Did you know they mummified their plants? So far, we've found nearly 100 individually mummified pot plants in this single tomb.
Yes, I have something similar on my balcony at home. I believe Trick joined you recently as well?
No, not a trick, dear Cinnamon. I'm just very far away. The distance makes me softer.
No, Matt Trick, my half-brother.
Oh, yes, the wolf. He is a dear. Marvelous at figuring out death traps that litter these ancient places.
Tabby, she asked me to pass on her greetings to him.
Matrick, Cinnamon says to send you his bleatings? No, I don't know. He's a cat. It makes no sense. No, I don't know either, dear. I'm sorry.
Yep, okay, yep. We received your seedling delivery, Professor. They're in your office. Tabby said she'll water them every day.
Excellent. Thank you, Cinnamon. I look forward to studying the balloon trees in detail when I return.
Balloon trees. Okay.
Oh, yes. When planted, the growing trunks expand like a balloon. Amazing process. Pushes all competing saplings away, you see?
Oh, and how much do they, expand?
Oh, about the width of our shared foyer.
So, if some seedlings had theoretically, mind you, escaped and started growing in the walls...
They would destroy an entire floor of the building. It would be a calamity. What makes you ask?
Oh, just my unquenchable curiosity. I found some seeds, and I'm trying to figure out what they are. And since you're a botanist, I was hoping you would know.
Seeds! How exciting! Big fan of seeds myself. Basically plant babies, you know. Don't let them inside your brain, though. Oh, no! They'll grow in there, and then, boom! Sapling eye! Can you describe them, Cinnamon?
It's cuddle... forget it, okay? They're small and brown with little white spots.
Brown with white spots? Well, yes, you've just described half of all the seeds in the world. Come on, Cinnamon, I need more. Give them a sniff.
I guess I can. They smell kind of peppery.
Peppery, and with white spots. Well, those have to be Cabalor seeds. Fascinating. Not something you're likely to find growing in Meow Meow Furrington. They're incredibly toxic to cats, you see. I once had a graduate student who studied them for her PhD. Beautiful funeral.
Toxic? You just made me sniff them!
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine probably now. If you'd licked them, you'd be in agony right now. Well, or at least on the way to a hideously painful death without equal. Still, who goes around licking random things they find in the world?
Yeah, who would do that? By the way, I found them along with a bag of nip. I'm not sure they're related, but do you know any way to identify where it might have come from?
Nip? Oh dear, nasty stuff. You don't want to get involved with that. People think it's harmless, but oh my, the chemistry says otherwise. However, I used to know a cat who might be able to help. He had connections with the, well, seedier elements of the city. Just see what I did there. Just a little botany joke for you there, Cinnamon. Lighten up! Anyhow, I used to get all my unusual samples from him for my research, including Nip. He can probably help you identify the strain, maybe the supplier.
Any lead is welcome, Professor. What's his name and where can I find him?
His name's Cosmo. Last I heard, he was working at a general goods shop downtown. He's a little jittery at the best of times, so I suggest not mentioning my name at first.
Okay, do you know the name of the shop?
Now you're making me dig into my memory. I think it was, Wowie's Terrarium, or no, Meowie's Sensorium, Meowie's something, anyway, that's for sure. Meowie's, Meowie's Emporium. That's Emporium without the E.
Meowie's Emporium? Please tell me that's not named after the owner. Meowie. His parents didn't even try. Come on. Who even started the tradition of giving kittens cutesy names, huh? Do you know how much bullying I got in school for Cuddles? And don't even get me started on butter.
I think you misheard me earlier, Cinnamon. I'm a botanist, not a therapist. The shop is named after him, but I'm not even going to try to explain. You'll see once you get there.
Okay, Professor, thanks for your time.
Of course, Cinnamon, happy to help. Good luck with the— No! Don't disturb the sacred circle! It will unchain!
Oh, that sounded fine. Yep, she's fine. Now let's see if Tabby can find out where this Emporium place is. Now, the professor didn't know where the seeds came from, but she did have a lead for me on a nip dealer. If Edgar was involved with nip, that's a start. I need to head to a place called Meowie's Emporium.
What a cute name! I'll find the address for you, sir.
Thanks, Tabs.
Hey, Buster, do you have an appointment? You can't go in there! Sorry, sir, he just forced his way in.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Montague, I assume. It could only be him. The heavy-set cat in the exquisitely tailored suit did not reply, but his eyes glowered at me like burning coals from under pinched brows. As unease grew within me, I tried to project an aura of calm and confidence. For Tabby's sake, of course. I felt very brave. Well, a bit brave. Brave adjacent. It's okay, Tabby. Can you try to track down the address we talked about, and I'll chat with our visitor?
I'll be right outside, sir. If you need me, just yell as if you're being throttled by a rude stranger.
Though older than me, he seemed perfectly capable of lifting me above his head and snapping me like a mewling green twig. This was a dangerous cat. Mr. Montague, I am sorry that we have to make our acquaintance under such unfortunate circumstances.
Do not lie to me, Nutter Butter!
I apologize if I...
Stop talking! Against my better judgment, I gave you and your friends a chance. They forced their way into my club, and rather than having them all thrown out in some moment of madness, I allow it. My staff get interrogated, and I tell them to cooperate. My property is taken, and I permit it. Why? Because in my naivete, I believed that for once, the police and I might have the same goal in mind. Finding my son's killer!
I think you misunderstand.
No! When I arrive, what do I find? Stolen evidence, harassed staff, and Edgar lying on the ground like a piece of trash! You didn't even photograph the crime scene!
Mr. Montague, I assure you, you're finding Edgar's killer is...
Do not dare say his name! My son is dead, murdered, in the one place he should have been safe! If you truly cared at all about my lost cat, you and your friends would have felt the tiniest piece of feline empathy and actually done your jobs!
Mr. Montague, you let me...
Enough! If I cannot trust this city's finest, then I shall do it myself. My claws are sharp, Nutter Butter. I will shred this entire city into scraps if that's what it takes to find the stray that murdered Edgar.
Bartholomew fell silent at last, chest heaving, whiskers quivering. His face had gone red with fury, and he seemed itching to hit something. Anything. Probably me. My brain was telling me to let him leave without saying another word if I didn't want to get a fist to the face. So, I ignored it and ran straight towards the volcano. No, you won't. I mean, you would. You could, absolutely, but you won't. You could have heard the pin of a grenade dropping to the floor. You didn't need to come here in person to tell me what you plan to do, Mr. Montague. You don't need my permission or anyone's. You must realize why the police did the bare minimum tonight. They're scared of you, of what you could do in retaliation to any perceived slight. I think you're here because you don't want this to turn messy any more than they do, whether it's for business reasons or because it was your son. It doesn't matter to me. We have the same goal, Mr. Montague. I want to find his killer. Truly, truly, I do. Not to make the police happy or to up my solve rate, but because it matters. I didn't know him. And I don't know you, but everyone deserves justice, no matter who they are or were. If you let me, if you give me the time and the space to work, I will get justice for Edgar. You have my word.
I would have said you were new to this city if I didn't know better, Nutter Butter. Justice. You hold the word out before you like a flaming brand, so sure it will keep the darkness at bay. But what about the creatures that live on the streets around you, Nutter Butter? Will they respect your faith in that spluttering light? What about me?
He lifted one paw, and I tensed. But he simply scratched his cheek and lowered it again.
Impassioned speech aside, you are mistaken about one thing. I did need to come here in person. I needed to see you, to see who I was dealing with, to gauge your mettle. That brand I mentioned, hold it very high and very tight. I will allow you to keep carrying it for now. But should it go out, nothing will stop my rage from engulfing this city.
Is that a threat, Mr. Montague? You should know that I don't take those lightly. The big cat did not immediately answer, but sniffed and turned his head to the side until his neck cracked like a rifle shot.
There will be many other cats caught up in this situation, Nutter Butter. The things they've done, the places they've been. It forms a web with my son's murder at the center of it. You will be seeking out the details of this case, walking the gossamer strands of evidence and intuition to find the cats who lie at the ends. I can do the same, if I have to. The difference is, if you force me to step in, you will discover that many of those strands disappear forever. Don't fear for your own safety, Nutter Butter. Fear for theirs. We are not done speaking. I have a funeral to plan, and then we shall find out what you have learned. Be at my office tomorrow evening. Do not fail to appear.
Sir, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm not hurt, but that was... yikes. Wow, I've never had to think that fast in my life. Am I shaking, Tabby? I feel like I'm shaking. Whiskers, I thought I was gonna die at least twice during that conversation.
I heard yelling and then nothing. I was about to phone the police. What happened?
Oh, not much. He just wanted to let me know that if I didn't solve his case, I'll probably wake up one day strapped into his declawing machine.
He said that?
He implied it, when he wasn't threatening to kill everyone else linked to the case. He expects me to go talk to him at his office tomorrow. I assume to show me his collection of flensing knives and extracted teeth.
Ugh. Well, at least you won't do what that overgrown hairball tells you to. Cuddles, no, you can't.
I have to, Tabs. He's given me, well, not permission, but space to solve this myself. For now, I don't know why, but he doesn't want to step in directly. Not yet. That means there's still a chance for someone to figure this all out without things getting worse.
Does that someone have to be you?
The police have already tried to avoid escalating things by not getting involved. It clearly hasn't had the intended effect. I don't have that luxury of inaction, Tabs. I might be the only one who can keep Bartholomew from taking his anger out on any other cats, and therefore the only one who can get proper justice for Edgar.
Has anyone told you that you have a really direct sense of justice and that it just might get you killed?
Several times tonight already, actually, yeah.
I don't mean it in a bad way, sir. It's admirable. You're a good cat, better than this city deserves. And you won't have to do this alone, sir. I'm here to help in whatever way I can, starting with the address to Meowie's Emporium.
Thanks, Tabs. I'm feeling a little drained after that interaction, though. I think I'll just sleep on my couch tonight. This is going to be a tricky one, Tabs. I'm going to have to take some chances, I think. Skirt a few lines. Let's be prepared for anything.
I'm gonna head home then, sir. Rest up and get your energy back. I'll head to the university tomorrow and see if I can find anything on that message you found.
Great stuff. Good night, Tabster. Oh, and remember, if you ever feel stumped, don't overlook the old tongaroo. Yeah, the power of taste.
Yeah, I'll see, sir. Thanks, and good night. Right, let's get some answers.